In a world of shiny helmets, spandex jumpsuits, and strange monsters, these heroes force feed you a bowl of awesome that is the Tokudon Podcast. Join Carl and Rob as they haphazardly welcome you to the exciting genre of Tokusatsu. Now, open wide.
Hello, friends. Hi.
Hi. Welcome back.
Did it.
Been a while.
It's only been like a year. It's fine.
Probably just about though.
It probably actually is. And like, we honestly planned on doing this. I don't know, like the beginning of last month, but my insides literally exploded. So
yeah, things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we became it. Our New Year's. We became old men. So.
Yep.
They like all caught up at once, you know what I'm saying? Like we were chilling, we rocked through our 20s and most of our 30s up until like nothing, and now it's like, hey, remember like that doctor visit you should have went to just one time, just one time? Suffer.
It's funny because like I with my in-laws, I have a reputation of Viking blood, understandably, but right. For my mother-in-law specifically, it was that like I wouldn't get sick. I don't really get sick very often. So like when I do, I got to go big or go home. So
right.
So if you guys don't know or haven't really been watching the weekly stream that we do, I am one less organ than you probably might have heard or seen me last. So yeah, woo, we're doing good. I
mean, we're just getting rid of the weak stuff.
Yeah,
you don't need
you don't need an appendix. It's fine.
Like a wisdom tooth, you don't need it.
If you're gonna lose one, that's pretty high on the list of okay ones to lose, to be fair. So
agreeable at that much because the doctor said, so how do you feel about legs? So,
and I was like, is there a robo replacement involved? Because like we can keep talking.
You strike me as the quad leg because I just feel like one, it's kind of the intimidation factor.
Yeah.
But knowing you'd also like dress them weird, so like maybe make them spider legs and shit and start really fucking with people.
I would want the option to like unfurl them into the quad legs. You know what I mean? Like I want two like trunks that like
now it's disturbing.
Into like
like Ursula just coming down the fucking
yeah, but like Ursula just has normal ass legs, and all of a sudden like, and then they're just like, oh god, oh god.
No, fine.
It was funny when before I was being rolled back, I was like, Doc, you want to give me like a cool tattoo while you're there? Just let me know. Like, it's cool. You do whatever you got to do. And he was like, I'm a better surgeon than an artist. I was like, well, that's good to hear. Thank you for.
At least he's honest.
Yeah. He's like, you don't want me drawing anything. I was like, okay, fine, fair.
He did stitch his initials in your ass, though. He was
I get it. You got to leave your calling card,
I always wondered if they did some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like if surgeons had like this inner circle where they're like, oh, look, Mike's been here. He left his fucking, I don't know, custom scratch in their rib cage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they just left an initial for the person who sees the x-ray kind of thing. It's fine. It's fine. On my small intestine is going to be like a heart.
All of this is giving us time to watch a bunch of shit to talk about today. So,
have you, so I guess we'll just go through what the main thing is. Not necessarily first, but like what we're talking about today. So for the inaugural return, we watched Thunderbolt Fantasy, which is one of the craziest shits I've ever seen in my life. And
Toku of Toku.
Literally what happens when you remove the people from the factor of Toku and just make it all Toku. Like all special effects.
Even then, if you squint a little bit, it's convincing.
It's cool. So we're going to get into that. But yes, what are some of the other fun things you've watched?
So, I mean, honestly, week to week, we've been like, did you check this out? Did you check this out? And I'm like, no. So that list is now about 26 things long. But I have checked out Gaki Akuta, which was wow. I caught up on Jujutsu. I caught up on
I'm a couple episodes behind, but I did start it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's okay.
The Maki
You know the
fight was
manga.
the last episode I saw. So that was the
That's fine.
crazy
Yeah,
88
you're good.
reference. Yeah.
Yeah, no, go have 3 cigarettes because that's fine. That's
Yeah,
all
I
you need to
watched it
watch.
3 times back to back, by the way.
uh,
I was like, nope, we're good. Nope, rewind. Let's do it again.
and then just a bunch of like game stuff that you've caught me up on, especially like the what'd you send me today, the Tekken 8 launch thing, like the
Yeah,
new
so they
season.
just announced as of today, this whenever you're listening to it, they just announced season 3 of Tekken 8. It only took 3 years, 2.5 for them to fucking finish the Tekken 7 DLC. Because this is what bothers me. I'm gonna little mini rant.
No, it's not what we do here.
Mini
No, go
rant.
ahead.
It pisses me off. I mean, Tekken 8 does a lot of things to piss me off, honestly. It's not
Well,
my favorite
existing.
Tekken. But the big one is, like, I feel like it thinks I don't know when they release all of the Tekken 7 DLC in pretty much just reverse order and say this is DLC for Tekken 8. And it's like,
That's fair.
like,
Is it
are you
really?
fucking with me? Is it because Harada was leaving and you just didn't have a plan? So you just said we'll just copy paste that plan onto here? Like, what are we doing here?
You can't tell me that that's not a factor, though. Harada not giving much of a shit anymore is probably why you
For
have so much.
sure, but he also admitted. So if you guys didn't know, Harada left Bandai Namco at the end of the year. He is officially a free agent doing his own thing now. He admitted when he put this big long post up about him leaving that, like, he's been pretty hands off for a while now. And by hands off, I'm sure it's very much just like giving the seal of approval kind of thing.
Rubber stamping shit, really?
Yeah, I feel like it might have been like he's the broad strokes kind of guy, and then he would have like executive producers underneath kind of making the decisions for him. Like he was the lead, but like he would have the producers doing
When
stuff.
he says a while, though, because I'm trying to, I'm not even pro into that, but
Yeah.
every time we've played or you've explained to me what the various differences, it sounds like from, I don't know, 6 on, it got kind of sketch.
No, 7 was good. I enjoyed 7. I actually put a lot of time into 7.
I like 7, but I also like 4. So like,
yeah, no, I liked 7. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like I will forever I say this with playing every single Tekken since then, but like in my heart of hearts, I just want Tekken Tag 3 essentially. Like I want the Tag 2 system back with bounds and shit like that, which Tekken 8 does do, but on top of that, they crank everything else up into like 11, and so it is the most offensive and ridiculous thing ever. And season 2 kind of was like, yeah guys, no, we totally fixed it, and then did shit like if you break a grab, if you tech a grab, you take damage.
Why?
I don't fucking know. Oh, like you made the call correct. Fuck you.
Right. Right.
So it's stuff like that where it's like it's gotten better a little bit. Like they've untweaked some of the real tweaked stuff, like the broken tweaked stuff.
Right.
Let me put it this way. I love my boy King. Love him to death. I literally, we talked about me in the midst of my recovery and sitting on the couch for 2 weeks. We talked about me jumping into my professional wrestling arc.
It was getting there.
It's still not dead. That price is big though. That is a big price range.
Still being made. You know what I mean? It's still possible.
Like the finishers are still being decided. But essentially, I took King from 0, whatever the first one is, the Dan, I think it starts with, whatever rank it does.
Beginner.
Beginner, whatever shit, right? I took it in the matter of 3 sessions. And basically going in on legacy muscle memory stuff, right? Like not even Tekken 8 tech, just like what I've been doing with King for years at this point.
Right.
Since Tag 2. I took him from the beginning of ranked, so beginner, literally, because there was no like, find your spot, anything like that. I took him from there to Yaiba. Is that the second or third yellow rank?
Sure.
I'm gonna look it up real quick, but I got him into the yellow ranks, which is like not the craziest thing in the world. Like, it's no like Tekken God level or anything, but like I'm telling you, I may have done that undefeated. Because that's how fucking easy it was to just win with King. Yeah.
I actually have a genuine feeling about this. So like, you and I have played games, the fighting games, since whatever, since Tekken 1, more or less, right?
Yeah.
I know I could hop in on and pick up Kazuya and do, like you said, the exact same. I want to say like muscle memory.
Yeah,
but
like it's all muscle memory. That's all it is.
Well, the flow state, more or less. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That flow state of being able to play comfortably with XYZ, right?
Yeah.
Is that where because I know I could do that, but I would still lose to any ranked player. So like,
Garyu. I got to Garyu.
Garyu?
Yeah. That's the dragons, the first of the dragons. So, yeah.
How many victories does that take?
Well, I did it in about maybe 12. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I went real close to undefeated, if not undefeated in that, because King was that tweaked out.
Okay, so it's just furthering my point. Like, I as good as I imagine that my I don't even know how to word this without. I like to think that I'm okay with Kazuya and all the guys that I play with, but I know I'm nowhere near the level of a ranked professional. But the difference between us, is it really just commitment, or is it commitment to those new mechanics and those new things that give them the edge?
I mean, every game, your character is going to tweak a little bit, right? Like, so the stuff when I played King in Tekken 7, the stuff from Tag 2 that I would solo combo with King, not even the tag shit with like Jin and all that. The solo stuff with King could have always it worked okay. It wasn't great because they kind of changed how some of the moves work, how some of the height on the bounces and stuff like that. It's one of those things where like it had to be re-optimized. Same thing with 8 because they add the whole new system of like the heat engager and all this stuff, the heat system. So it's your character at his core, they're always gonna have the same moves, right? Especially a game like Tekken, they're gonna have a set of normals that are pretty standard across the board. How they combo is kind of what changes. So, I don't know Tekken move names very well. I'm just not. There's too many of them to fucking remember. But you know, yeah. So a lot of my was while rising, 2-2, the elbow cross that would send them to the spin, and then. While they're going down, it's either that or I would start with the knee, the pop-up knee. And then you can do into the cross. It's a 1-2, I think. And then normally you could get a bound out of that if it was tag 2. That's where you put your bound, get the Shining Wizard, do all that kind of that running grab, all that kind of fun stuff. Here, though, when it came to Tekken 7 and then Tekken 8, you can kind of extend that a little bit where like he can do the side chops into the kicks. He does like 1, 2, 3 into the little drop kick if you want to do it, but you start that just to continue get wall carry, that kind of thing, and then you do the Shining Wizard. So there's ways to optimize it and get better. The old stuff works, like Akuma's crouching short into light tatsu into Shoryuken, heavy Shoryuken works in every single game he's in. Right,
but he's unfairly broken in Tekken 7, like just.
Yes,
ridiculous.
No, like Akuma and Geese are stupid in that game.
Oh my god!
But like literally every game he's in, that works as a short combo. Like it works. It's not an optimized combo by any means, but it's a combo that works. It's kind of what I'm saying.
All reliable type of thing.
Yeah, like Street Fighter 3, that was the combo to get damage and meter out of with him. Like if you just want a short, sweet power, build some meter, that was it. It still works in Street Fighter 6. It's just like it's not the best one to really use if you have that opening, but it's still there if you want to use
it. You're just talking about all the like the heat system and all that, and how Tekken has become pseudo Street Fighter with the super moves and super techniques. Like the unblockables were good enough, and what they should have done is just made them maybe slightly faster. You know what I mean? Like maybe.
I just think it's funny that they said, not everyone appreciated rage arts. You know what we should do? Give them a second one with a heat engager.
Double down, and then have an easy win button. And then, you know what, bitches? How about auto combos?
They look cool. I mean, if nothing else, it's cool to see every Tekken character do their domain expansion and then do a fucking super move.
Can you turn off the cinematics?
No.
What the fuck, man? That's god. Ugh.
So yeah, Tekken 8, not my favorite. I appreciate it for what it is, but yeah, season 3 they just announced today. It's Roger, Bob, and the first one is going to be Kunimitsu. Then we have a fourth character that is unknown, and then we get some stages and shit.
What are you banking on for the fourth? Is it Lee?
I hope it's a brand new character, honestly.
The brand new who are you talking about here?
They just added one. The most recent character was a brand new character. It was the Lady Ogre girl.
No, she's a hodgepodge of what they what,
I don't give a fuck.
All the ideas that they had left over from like the concepts of JC.
It's not Tekken 7 DLC. I don't give a fuck. It's not Tekken 7 DLC. I don't care.
Even the new characters, I feel like the reason I'm not really drawn to them is because they all have this weird.
What's your problem with Claudio? But you can talk shit about my boy Claudio?
Well, okay, all right. Not just Claudio, but what was that other one?
Zafina?
No, the other Bobby one.
In Tekken 7? The dancer girl? Lucky Chloe?
Lucky Chloe, thank you. Lucky
she wasn't
Chloe.
DLC though. Oh, you're just talking new characters. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm talking the way that they created these new characters. They have these incredible designs, these weird, fighting stances, but the techniques all relatively feel the same. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I guess.
1, 2, 3, 4, for example. Each how Kaz's one feels different from Jin's one. Mm-hmm. For these new characters, these move sets all feel so identical in execution, not look, just execution, that I don't feel like they're much fun of a fighting style.
Well, like but like I think there's also a difference though between like Master Raven and what's the new French guy's name in Tekken 8? Not fucking Noxus. Vincent, yeah. Like there's a difference between those two, you know what I mean? Like Vincent is an asset reuse because they wanted to use the Noctis stuff over again, essentially. That's literally what it is. Like it's kind of funny to watch, which is fine. Like obviously they didn't have like the continuing rights, and then we have another fun. I was gonna read off the DLC characters just to prove my point.
No, go ahead.
I will in a second. But then you have like Master Raven, who's literally supposed to be a new character, but the same thing. You know what I mean? But like, and I don't want to say it's like a combat kid situation because Master Raven taught Raven how to fucking do everything. You know what I mean? Like,
right. According, or
yeah. Which like I think Master Raven's kind of cooler personally, but.
It's not even a question of that. It's just like, don't feed us that shit. Like, okay,
it's kind of just like, I don't know. That's one of those situations where it's like not a clone. Like it's different enough where it's not like a precise clone, but like it's the stand-in for that character. You know what I mean?
You mean like a close relation as in terms of the difference between Beck and Warang? Because what we have is the same, more or less. Just
Warang has a whole other stance, good sir. He's got a whole other flipped stance.
What I mean, what I'm asking is that much of a difference, because I never played Master Raven. So is it a difference between exact copy, or is it just like?
No, it's not an exact copy. She does have some different moves, and she has. I want to say she was kind of the. I don't know that much about Raven. I'm going to preface this with that, but I want to say she was kind of how Tekken 8 they go real hard into his like Kagabushin shit. They go really really hard into it. It's kind of cool actually. I feel like she was kind of the precursor for that because she went way harder into the ninjutsu than I feel like Raven ever did. So she does a lot more of the flippy, teleporty kind of crazy shit, and that kind of paved the way to make Raven proper, like Legacy Raven,
right
into this like super fucking ninja that's Kagabushin shadow shit all over the place. Like he basically turns into Bakuryu. Like there's clones all over the fucking place. It's insane.
I mean, yeah, it looks sick. Cool. I've never played him, but I just know that.
No, like I've tried, and I'm just like I don't want to learn a whole separate character like this. Like he's too different from other characters I play. Where I'm like I just don't want to. But DLC wise, this is what I'm talking about here. Ready? This is our DLC list. This is the first 2 seasons of DLC in order: Eddie, Lydia, Heihachi, Clive from Final Fantasy 16, Anna, Fukaram, Armor King, Mary Zhao is the Lady Ogre. And then I'm just going to read the Tekken 7 DLC real quick because I'm going to prove a point here. Tekken 7 DLC. Let me get a list. That's not the list. Anna was DLC. Armor King was DLC in the same season. Fukaram was DLC. Lydia was DLC. Like, my point is, like, it's 90% of it is the fucking... It's just the Tekken 7 DLC in, like, a slightly different order. And, like, it's... Armor King was the last to come out in the Tekken 7 ones, other than Lydia. I think Lydia was literally the last character. But it's like we're gonna put her in the DLC of 8 now because fuck it.
Lydia is the karate girl, right?
Yeah, that's the Polish president who does super traditional Shotokan.
What?
I think it's Shotokan. Yeah, she's the president of Poland. Yep. And she beats that ass. She's like, I have democracy. Wham! She's very cool. Sure. Yeah, she's very, very cool.
That was a move. That was a Resident Evil thing. There was a villainess there was a villainess who was like this leader of a country, but she was like a total. She whoops Ada's ass. I'm like,
good.
Oh no! You don't get to hate on Resident Evil.
I do.
We've had this conversation. Okay,
I'm gonna hate that shit.
All right, so like I have always loved zombies, you know that, and I have a soft spot for Resident Evil because that's probably more or less where it started. So whatever Resident Evil,
it's not a random episode of Reboot.
So like, I don't know. Remember how I said we were old men, but like this solidifies it 100% because recently you have picked back up Reboot and all these memories have cascaded and I'm trying not to like I'm trying to appreciate it with you, but there's so much trauma from this era because let me tell you something. When we were kids, our shows didn't hold back on punching us in the gut every now and then. Mm-hmm. And there are 3 traumatic experiences watching TV shows. Reboot's last 2 seasons are one of the most surreal, morbid episodes. And it was like watching this before school, right? I don't even remember what fucking grade I was in, but I remember watching these episodes, then going to school and like, what does any of this fucking matter?
Like, having an existential crisis in social studies.
Like, I don't really care about the hypotenuse angle of shit right now, man. Optimus got his chest bursted open, dude. Like,
and the Matrix of leadership, man.
And then you're like sending me all these clips, and I'm like, oh yeah, I fucking remember that episode. Holy shit, I remember that episode. Like,
oh god.
But it's awesome. My point is like all this shit is like it makes me appreciate how different we grew up and what we and our level of maybe dark immaturity is to cope with all this shit that we had to grow up with really quickly. Reboot is fucking awesome, and I don't know how far you are yet, but I know you got to at least hexadecimal, and that's when
she's the second.
That's when. Well, oh, okay. She's really in just the second episode.
No, she's not only, but she's introduced in the second episode.
So shit,
like
yeah.
The first couple episodes, it literally is like not every other, but like you basically get a megabyte episode, a hexadecimal episode, a shenanigans episode, a megabyte episode, hexadecimal, shenanigans, and then it kind of turns into like megabyte for a couple episodes.
Right.
I just finished season 1, which is the Funhouse. I don't know if you remember the Funhouse game. But this is the first time Dot, one of our heroines, I'm not going to get too into this because this is something we can talk about on Shadow Realm Parlor.
Yeah.
But essentially, Dot has her first existential crisis because she thinks she failed the entire town and gave Megabyte the free fucking pass to just enslave everyone.
It's so fucked, dude. Like, okay, but yes.
So essentially, that episode is her coming to terms with she can still save everyone because she literally has a fucking mental breakdown as they go into this actual circus game. It's insane.
It shows, you guys. This is what we grew up with.
Yep.
Trauma.
This is why we like Kamen Rider.
And then they gave us Kuga. Thanks,
Came as
guys.
Kuga. No fear, no pain.
All pain.
It's all pain, man.
Listen, I don't know if that's a competition that we could discuss, but the trauma train for each of these riders
Should we do a
exponentially.
trauma ranking?
I'm like,
Like a
they
tier list?
exponentially get worse, but the first one that really does come to my mind is Kuga, because he had it bad,
He
and
did bad.
he had it bad, but he always tried.
He tried, and
Anyway,
then I think that's what makes that episode where he finally fucking snaps so good. It's like episode 20 something, and he just fucking snaps and beats the piss out of this Grungy. I'm sure even if you haven't seen Kuga, you have seen the meme of it and the gif of him just beating the fucking shit out of this Grungy. And it's so good because that's not his nature at all. And he just
no,
beats the ever-loving fuck out of this dude.
we'll do a trauma train.
Yes, I'll
one
make a
time.
tier maker for trauma on Kamen Rider.
Because holy shit. But okay. Let's use that. I'm gonna springboard the trauma train
Mm-hmm.
into our Thunderbolt Fantasy.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, we checked out this thing called Thunderbolt Fantasy.
Thunderbolt Fantasy.
It's an amazing experience, and I'm not even undercutting that. Once you watch it, I don't think I've seen anything like it, and I am anxious to see more. So it's good. Period.
Yeah.
Now,
did you watch anything past the first season?
I started that move. I think it's a movie that starts right after.
Yeah.
So I started the movie, but it felt like it was like recapping a lot. So I'm like, okay, this might be just like
So
a
it
truncated thing.
It's a prequel.
Right. Okay.
So it does a little bit, but it also it's a prequel. It's essentially how the Phoenix Screen Killer, whatever the fuck his name is, how he comes to hate our main boy.
Yeah. Our main boy or the other guy? Oh yeah. Okay.
The dude. I told you names are gonna be terrible. I'm sorry, guys. They're all like super Chinese, and I'm terrible with names to begin with. But yes, the guy like orchestrating everything. The thief, the fucking thief.
Urahara. This guy knows what's going on the whole fucking time, and he knows, and he knows he knows, but you can't prove it. So he's just like, fucking prove it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the entire thing is just like.
I'm Dokes. The whole thing, Dokes. Just like I know you know.
Yeah, you fucking know.
Every scene, I was just anyway. So we checked out the show, and the thing is, before the whole thing kicks off, there's an episode 0.
Yes.
And in that episode 0, it gives you the breakdown of how they created the show, what they thought of. It was literally like a cosmic chance of these two running into each other, like one of those elevator moments where you're just like, hey, you like this thing, right? You're that guy from that thing, right? What if we work together? And that's literally how this shit went down. So like two guys from the Toku world, and forgive me for not remembering their names. I'm just remembering the story.
Gen Urabochi is the one who wrote and directed this series. So you guys may know Gen from Gaim, specifically. Kamen Gaim. Yes. He did many of the Fate series as well, pretty much Fate Zero onward. He did a majority of them. He also did. There's a Madoka Magica thing in there somewhere. He also did those. I hate them so much. The fucking anime Godzilla movies, the trilogy. Yeah, he did those, but he also did Knights of Sidonia. Well, the TV adaptation of Knights of Sidonia, which I love.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because the original comics by Tsutomu Nihei, who's one of my favorite manga artists of all time. But Gen Urabochi wrote the like TV adaptation of Knights of Sidonia, which is still on Netflix. I think I gotta rewatch that.
Yeah.
That was one of the first CG animes that you guys all shit all over.
So good though. It's like Blame.
It is
good.
Like, fucking great. I mean, I'm also biased to Tsutomu Nihei and anything that man fucking does. But besides that, they're also cool.
God damn it.
Listen.
I like 98 Godzilla, but I'm not doing anything for Emmerich.
Listen,
Like,
I
no.
will absolutely watch 98 Godzilla 100 fucking times in a room before I watch that goddamn trilogy again. I fucking hate that trilogy.
That's fair. That
Like,
is,
I've never been so bored in my fucking life.
I was livid. I'm sorry.
Mecha Godzilla City.
Kiryu. Kiryu.
They were like, let's just make him a city. Fuck it. Just make him a city. You know, he's
They
only
did
the most
Godzilla
popular
Earth.
character in Godzilla. I mean, Godzilla Earth is fine.
No, it's not.
He's giant and big. He doesn't fucking
No,
do
it's
anything
not.
for 3 movies,
It's
but he's
no
giant
better.
and big.
It is just as bad. Stop it.
His atomic breath laser thing was interesting. I'm not
That
gonna say
should
it's
have
good.
been
It was interesting.
like the physics behind that should have shattered himself. Like, do you anyway?
He's a plant. Leave him alone, okay? Because Gen really likes plants. Not so much in Thunderbolt Fantasy, but anyway. Gen Urobuchi literally finds this Taiwanese puppet theater and finds it fucking fascinating. And
understandably, respectably.
Yeah, and like he sees it and is like, holy shit, I gotta do something with this. So it's Good Smile and Nitro Plus.
Good Smile, thank you.
Yes.
That was
Good
like
Smile is Gen Urobuchi, the company he works for, and then Peely International is the Taiwanese company that makes the show Peely, which is a very long-running show using these puppets that they have done. And essentially, this is kind of like a spin-off of that show. It's not a sequel. It's not really tied into it, but I guess at some point, some of the characters from Peely show up in Thunderbolt Fantasy. I don't know if they're in the first season or if the later seasons we didn't really watch. But you out there listening or watching may know Peely as Woo Warriors, the Toonami and Adult Swim show that was dubbed way back in the day and like recut and not very good, honestly. But apparently the actual Peely show is way better. But I remember seeing Woo Warriors at like 2 a.m. when that shit would be on like awkward, like Inuyasha theme song time. You know what I'm saying? Like when you wake up from like a fevered sweat in the middle of the night and Inuyasha is just like blasting. And then like it would just cut to like this weird puppet fever dream. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm watching, but Woo Warriors is kind of cool, I guess. This made me want to like maybe potentially go back and watch Peely because Thunderbolt Fantasy is fucking radical.
Oh, it's Wu In Warriors Legend of the Seven Stars. That is epic.
I think
Wu Lin Warriors.
Oh, I'm thinking of I called it something else. That's fine. Yeah, whatever. It was adapted on Adult Swim, Toonami, all that shit. Whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, apparently this Peely show, like I said, some characters show up in this. But I'm curious to like see more of it because they redesigned all the like Gen and them designed all the characters, and in this episode 0, they talk about how like Peely had never made puppets like this really because they're much more like anime styled, and that's kind of cool to hear and see that they like both pushed each other to try new shit. You know what I mean?
It literally is the hybridization and the they found a new way to create the vision using both of their art forms. It is an insane happenstance that such a thing came to be, and that is just how it came to be, let alone that they actually made this show. And let me tell you, like when you were describing it to me, I'm like, yeah, that sounds interesting because it's puppets. I wasn't sure what to expect.
No, and I felt the same way. I was like, you know what? Yeah, like it's people have been recommending me this for years. Like since I did the Team Rider stuff, people have been like, you gotta watch Thunderbolt Fantasy. Gotta watch Thunderbolt Fantasy, man. You're gonna love it. Yeah. Secret, I fucking did. Sorry, everyone who told me to do it over the years. But it was crazy because Gen saw this stuff in Taiwan. And then he was like trying to find a company that did it. And Peely heard he was over there watching it. And we're like, we got to link up with fucking Gen Urobuchi and make something. So like that's where the elevator thing happened. And they were just like looking for each other. And that's it's so sick.
So if you remember, help me break it down again. The way that they created each puppet has separate heads with different functions that they're able to move the mouths in a way that it's obviously they're not articulating many vowels, but the movement matches up enough with the voiceover where you can really do the whole sit back and absorb it. And mind you, traditionally they use Chinese voice actors to do these roles, but this was the first one where it was created specifically to have Japanese voice actors from the beginning.
Yes, and I recognize a lot of them.
Oh my god, yeah.
All of them, honestly.
they're all recognizable voices. They're all super very well done performances too. Let me give you that, because holy shit, you know how fucking picky I am. And this knocked it out of the park. It could have easily been so cheesy camp because it doesn't match up 100%. You know what I mean? You got to really kind
but
of
it's
spend
not distracting though. You know what I mean?
Because the performances compensate for that. Very much so.
Yes.
In my opinion. So
I think saying there's not a lot of camp is, how do I articulate this? Because like there is camp here, you know what I mean? Like there's as much camp in this as there is like a wushu martial art film, or like like any of the like the crazy ridiculous tonquas we've watched.
We weren't getting to the story yet, because that's
and I don't even mean story wise. I just mean like how these characters move. You know what I mean? Like you have the main guy. I recognize the voice, but I couldn't tell you what character he played. The guy who comes from the other country.
The East dude. Yeah. Hang on, I'll get the voice.
Shang Buhan is his name. But I don't remember the voice actor's name. But like the way he moves, he's very much like your gruff samurai man, your Yojimbo gruffy boy kind of thing. Like he's just yada yada Jotaro kind of shit. He's like tired old soul bad guy kind of thing is kind of his.
Shit. Actually, let me put this in here.
Yeah.
It's Junichi Suwabe. The guy who did the Bugster driver, the narrator for X8.
Okay.
He did Archer in Fate Stay.
Yep,
he's
that's right.
Lars. He's Lars in Tekken.
There you go. Ooh,
so yeah.
Actually, now that that's the voice.
Oh yeah.
Now that I think about it, the like fight grunts, I was like, yep, that's fucking Lars. Yep. Now that I think about it, that's Lars. So there you go.
Good point.
He does a couple of those palmy strike things eventually in the show. But it's just interesting because like these characters, right? Like they're puppets, and like I said, their mouths are flapping a little bit. Like it's not a lot. Like you see kind of the like bottom lip quiver a little bit, but it's not super distracting. And like they're very good vocal performances, but the characters are also like whipping their sleeves around and doing these big flamboyant movements. And that's kind of what I was saying with like there is some camp to it, but like it's purposeful camp, I guess is the way to describe it. Because like I said, it's like a wushu film, right? Like these characters are doing these like bombastic movements with their hand, and again, they're puppets, which is wild. These things are also tall. They're like 5 feet tall. It's insane.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is like the design of these puppets are also kind of a thing, because the how they pull it off is because everything is so flowy. They're covered in robes and layers and like and so many and it's beautiful. So like these designs all look gorgeous, but I understand what the trick is their limbs are slightly elongated. And it gives them this freedom of movement.
Yes.
To
I
be
don't
able
think
to,
there's like a solid body either. I think it's kind of just wiring and like 4 or 5 people moving the limbs.
All just bodies on a beautiful, like, I don't even want to call it a costume. It's just the doll design itself is amazing.
And they're all handmade, by the way, hand carved out of wood.
From wood.
Yeah, they carve these things in wood.
And like
in-house, like they make it at the Pili studio and just carve them there.
They make the figures out of wood. They make the whole sets out of wood, out of everything that they need. They make them in home, right? And they make them to the point where they know they're gonna have like 45 takes of them destroying many
the
of
fucking
these
puppet
things.
Across the room,
like throwing them and beating them, and they know that this. So there's warehouses of just replacement heads, which is crazy. So anyway, this is just like pre-production shit and like all the stuff about it, and we haven't even touched on the story.
No,
my
yeah,
guys.
this is all
So
episode
like,
0. But like, so when I started the episode 0, I found myself, even a little bit in the first episode, I found myself like fighting to look at my phone. And then like they started talking about the puppets themselves, and I like, okay. And then like the first episode, I was kind of like, oh, okay, this is kind of interesting. And then they give you like that preview of the first episode, right? Like, so this episode 0 thing is literally like a 23-minute episode, and like 10 minutes of it is like a preview for the first episode. It was kind of funny. I was like, it was like 15 minutes of BTS and then like 10 minutes of the first episode, and like
because
I couldn't tell what the fuck was happening in the first episode, to be honest with you.
Episode 0 was a huge trust me, bro.
Yeah,
and
it was just like here's what you're getting into in the first episode, and they give you this truncated like 10-minute thing, and I was like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm looking at. I'm gonna be honest. So like going into the first episode, I was like, okay, and then they started the bullshit. They started the bullshit with fucking what's his face from Warriors of Wushu, fucking Kangaroo Warriors. They started with that motherfucker right out the gate, and I was like, I'm here, I'm done, I'm in, let's go.
Yeah. So okay, so leading up to everything, it's 13 episodes. Yep. They're really easy to get through because the story is a continual tell. So like,
it does not waste your time. It's like, we don't have time. Move the fuck on. I don't care.
Yep. There are no breaks. There is no hesitation. I can't say like the stakes are very high because you even up until episode 11, you really don't understand what's going on. No. You just know that everybody is after fucking Hime, whatever her name is.
Yeah, the John Tong sword, something like that.
Hime, princess, her, because she has a thing that bad guy wants.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, which is a sword, by the way. She has the guard and he has the handle because her fucking brother gets murked 3 seconds into this fucking thing.
Okay. So let's talk about this real quick. So we kick off the show, right? Mm-hmm. And it starts off with a fucking bang. Like these things are like, these two siblings are being chased by the baddies, and the baddies, now mind you, while you're watching this shit, they're puppets, but the way they move, the way that they flow through the screen, the way that their arms utilize their weapons, and mind you, each of these things, there's probably like these mechanisms like twirling the weapons, but it looks so smooth, so clean, the way that it's shot, the way that I stress to you shot, because it's not a static shot of the screen.
This isn't like a wide shot of a stage kind of thing. Like, this is dynamically shot, like if it was an action movie. Like,
you have cuts, you have slow-mo.
When I saw feet in the first episode, it blew my fucking mind. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I did not expect to see the little fucking feet running.
Listen, the way they do feet, fucking clever. The way they kick up dirt with these fucking feet to imply weight, pressure, and that's the one thing that they do well, is they imply impact very very well, and to the point where it's kind of like what they focused on. I'll take you back to the episode 0. They told us about one of the sequences that they really stressed was a certain shot where a character splits one of these I'm not sure what they're called, a brazier, in half. Right now, they wanted it in half, but they kept getting something close enough, but they did 45 takes of just that action so that they could get a take that they thought was
fall right, or like the angle didn't feel right, that kind of thing.
Kept popping off, it kept moving, you know what I mean? Like, but this is like, it's not even a key shot. This was just an impact frame that they wanted to imply the proper amount of power, and they nail it, man. I'm telling you, the fights alone are choreographed beautifully. That's before they even add the digital effects, and there's a good amount of this, but it serves such a perfect purpose. Like the magics, I mean, the magic alone. The magic that they use alone is not like a Kamehameha wave. You know what I mean? Like,
no, it's a Kamehameha wave of swords. Of fucking swords.
So I'll go back to the story. So the siblings, Prince and Hime are running through and they're being chased by the bad guys. Now, it's almost immediately implied that the brother's a badass, right? Like
Yes.
he's
He
taking
is
dudes out.
like, so they are from the Jiang Temple or something like that. It's named after the sword. I don't remember what it's called
Yeah,
exactly. But they are guardians of this sword that is the key to unlocking the king of demons, essentially, or some kind of demon god. Because in this world, there's a history. There was a demon war, and they were sealed away, apparently using the sword. And this sword is the key to like killing demons. And there's a whole bunch of these crazy demon killing weapons around, but this is the biggest, baddest one of them all. And we are introduced to Warriors of Virtue bad guy, Tian Mei Tian. That's his name. He's definitely the Warriors of Virtue guy.
Komodo.
Yes, he's definitely Komodo. I'm calling him Komodo from now on.
Yeah, he's Komodo.
10,000% Komodo. So Komodo it literally has a collection of them. So like you see his chamber at one point, and they're just fucking plastered across his wall. And literally someone asks him, "Hey, why do you want that sword?" He's like, "Because it's fucking cool." Because it's fucking powerful. Cool. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's a cool I got a whole bunch of other cool swords. I'm gonna get the coolest fucking sword there is. That's literally his motivation, and that is so tough because he says it with his chest and everything. He's like,
and he's 100% the cheesy campy villain you needed for this kind of plot.
Yes, because he's one of the people throwing his arms around every time he talks and everything.
And legitimately, it plays into that the final like four plot twists so well that it comes full circle where he's so corny that he becomes awesome all over. You know what I mean? Like,
I personally think every time he's on, he might be one of my favorite characters in this whole thing. But like every time he's on screen, he fucking eats it up, and it starts right in this first episode when he just fucking descends with that dope ass mask on, and he's just like, "Oh yes, no, be gone, peons! I will handle this myself." And
he's like, okay,
he sends his fucking putty soldiers away, these douchebag fucking nobodies, and he's like, I'm gonna handle it. And he takes his mask off, and he's like, I am Komodo, blah 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 blah. And the brother's like, you gotta run. I'll take care of this. I'll hold him back, sis. You gotta go.
You have to run now, please.
Spoiler,
run. And
he doesn't fucking got this.
Well, that's the thing. So like he starts off beating their asses, then immediately says that, and all of us are like, death flag.
Yep.
Death fucking flag. Yep. Like, oh no. So Komodo comes down and he lays his dick out. Literally throws, like, he does this magic attack, right? That takes all the swords from all of his lackeys and throws them at the main guy. So, like, my guy is like with this little barrier, and he's like, "Oh shit!" Like, all these swords,
he's like, "Here's my golden jutsu barrier," and he's like, "Yeah, hold this."
There has 7 swords. Block. So good. So all that shit, right? And you have that moment where she's like, "Oh my god, but brother, I need you." And he's like, "But you gotta go. You gotta." And then he starts fucking dying, and like he starts hacking up blood, and you're like, "Oh no, this is bad." Like he's and as bad as that is, please tell them what happens to the brother.
So he decides to do his final Kamehameha of swords. And tries to do this, like he does this really. The effect is crazy because it has these like sigils and shit like flying all over the place. And then he goes to do it, and then like Komodo straight up just like stabs him in the chest. Basically, it's just like fuck you.
That's great in the chest, and then grabs his fucking head and implodes him. He casts a magic spell.
That's right. He gives him the fucking hockey, like the Beerus hockey.
He goes, "It's okay," and then implodes him into fucking nothing. It's
That's right. And then he's just holding the fucking handle.
Like, got it. Yeah. By the way, go get that little bitch.
Yeah. So it turns out these twins, I think they were twins, just brother and sister either way, are holding the handle and the guard to the sword that is implanted inside of their temple. So you need all 3 pieces you need the complete handle and guard to get through the barrier to complete the sword. So he now has the handle or the guard, I forget which one he gets, but either way, I think it's the handle.
Yeah.
And so the sister gets like cut by one of the swords that were like flying through the air at one point, and like, and and off the cliff. You know what I mean? She's fucking
dives. Yeah, she just takes a header right off the fucking cliff.
And then
somehow
she wakes up next to fucking Yojimbo over here.
Yo. So she's
man.
like, she keeps running, and they do this really neat introduction between Urahara and Yojimbo.
Mm-hmm.
And Yojimbo is kind of like, he's very vagabond, very, oh my God, what's the character? Oh my God, I'm doing a disservice to myself. Oh, the typical character, the aloof one, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, he's that guy.
He is the Jotaro.
Yeah, he's literally that guy, and he has an interaction with this Urahara character who's basically kind of alluding like, listen, my guy, I could tell you're powerful. I could tell you come from someplace not around here. Maybe don't start some shit.
He said,
but,
I smell foreigner.
He's like, but I think that some shit might be finding you, my guy. It's like, what are you talking about? Not even 50 feet later, fucking Hime's like, I'm dying. Oh my God.
But
and
do
then
you remember why he even says something to begin with?
Because he takes the umbrella from the fucking...
So Yojimbo walks up to a Buddha statue and just takes the umbrella because it starts raining and he's trying to get out of the rain. And our man Urahara over here is like, yo, dude, you know that's bad luck, right? That's how shit goes down. And smells like bitch in here.
Yep. So, you don't want none of that shit.
Yeah, he's like, that's stupid. Karma's for the weak. And then he walks off with the umbrella, and then lo and behold, he runs into Hime over here and has to fight off 12 dudes.
Yo, and the thing is like it's the reluctant thing where he's like, come on, guys, seriously, like, why are you chasing her? Just let her go. Yeah. We don't have to do
that's my favorite part about him specifically. Like, he's very much the like yada like that kind of shit. But like every situation he's in, he's like, it's not so much like, ugh. I mean, it is, but there's also a layer of like, can we just fucking talk about this? Can we do literally anything other than fight? Like, is there another solution to this?
That legitimately leads to my favorite sequence in the entire series so far. And I'll get there when we get there. But his personality is exactly why that scene hits so
I know. I was going to say, like, I don't know if we want to talk about it right this second with his whole thing, what his whole shtick is. But like,
no, because that, like I said, there are 4 plot twists
leading up to that. Okay, that's fair.
He's fucking 3 of them. Okay,
yeah,
so like,
fair. Honestly, literally, he is actually 3 of them. So,
right. Okay.
Yeah. So he beats these dudes, and they go back to Urahara, and Urahara's like, "Hey, man, like, well, we got to help the princess, and I know some people who like are gonna help the princess." And they wander off, and Yojimbo goes with them, but they're like, oh, because he gives them like shit. He's like, this isn't my fight. I'm not going to do this, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go with you guys. Right. And then he follows them, and Urahara's like, oh, so you're coming. He's like, no, I just have to be going the same direction.
No, shut up.
No, I'm just going the same way, okay? God.
Fine. Just don't get in my way. But stay where I can see you.
Yeah,
Damn
so
it.
like, they venture off, and you find out Urahara has sent messengers to some people that he wants to... recruit into his band of merry men, and one of those is Shoyun Shao, the eyeless, the one-eyed demon.
The Machao.
Is that what his moniker was?
I forget. No. The one-eyed demon, the archer. Yeah. So Ansbach. Yeah, so Ansbach. He's a badass.
So yeah, he's I believe his moniker is the one-eyed demon. Sharp-eyed Impaler. There you go. Sharp-eyed. Yes. I love the monikers the most. So I want to make sure I get those right. Yes. And then his student is Shoyun Shao. Yes. Xuan Kan Yun. Ken San Yun. There you go.
The spearman. The spear guy. Yeah.
Machao. Yes. He's Machao. Machao and fucking what's his other face from Dynasty?
Ling Tong?
No, Zhao. Is that the name?
Zhao Yun. Yeah. Zhao Yun.
He's his eyeball. Yeah, it's Zhao Yun and Machao.
He's Zhao Yun with like the silliness and overconfidence of Machao.
Boy, is he fucking cool! Yo. Holy shit!
The way that they make a spear look like a beautiful fucking instrument.
Not only him, like he's fucking cool, but let me tell you, this archer dude, like,
listen.
I know you were getting a chubby every time he started doing something. Cause like, so you're right? Like, there's archers that like listen all this shit. Like, there's good archers, right? That like fire multiple arrows. They do all kinds of crazy shit, turn whatever. This man doesn't have time for any of that. He fires this bitch straight into the air, and then he goes, "I'm gonna fight you." And then so he starts fighting, and you're like, oh no, his hand to hand, like he's the one-eyed impaler. That's crazy. Until the arrow comes right down on your head and kills you, because my man moved you into the perfect position for that arrow to come down.
He was just setting up his shot the whole time.
That's all it was. He was calling his shot quite literally. And he's gonna move your ass into position, because he even like disengages for a second and they like bounce back, like, you know, the anime slide, and like the dude just I was like, holy shit. Like, not only does he do all that super cool, like hit the mark from wherever, can kind of like turn the arrows and shit. He does all of that. But then he does that stuff on top of it. I was like, that's tough.
Badass character. Badass. And then the Machao dude does all the spinny. He does all the spinny, flippy shit that just looks so goddamn pretty, and his character immediately begins to have the dynamic of the tsundere, yandere with Yojimbo the entire time, and it is just chef's kiss. It is a beautiful relationship.
It's so funny because he's like, no, but let me see your sword, man. But like, where'd you come from? How'd you do that? Come on, man. Like,
he's like, I just saved you. Why are you yelling at me? What the fuck, man?
And it's funny because like, you know, you were watching a video on earlier, and I did want to ask you about that, but again, that might be a Shadow Parlor discussion. I've been reading Berserk, which is no secret to anyone that I love Berserk. If anyone didn't know, fucking there it is. There you go. Yep, got that slapped on almost 10 years ago now.
Before it was cool.
Before it was cool, and I'm not even that Jimmy. I'm not even a gym bro. So, because I know what it actually means, I still got it slapped on.
It's my pride mark.
But
strength.
Now that I was like reading, because I got to when Guts gets his second set of companions, I'll leave it at that. And Isidro, who may have been mentioned in that video, the little kid that kind of pals around with him, is very much the same mentality where he's like, I'm gonna be the greatest swordsman. Guts is the greatest swordsman. Like, how'd you do that, man? Like, come on, train me. And like Machao here kind of has the same energy where he's like, no, how'd you do what's that technique? No, I would have learned that one too. What? Yeah, like, I want to make a name for myself. Like, I want to be renowned legendary warrior.
And you have this feeling like, oh, you sweet summer child. Yeah, but no,
literally.
No. He can back up every bit of that confidence.
No, it sounds like he very much has the attitude of like the prince who just wanted to go out and like be famous because he's entitled. But like, no, he can fucking he holds back like a whole fucking army at one point, like a whole regiment.
He's thunder. He's thunder.
He's thunder.
He's fucking thunder. Oh my god, that didn't click. He's thunder from fucking Star. Oh my god.
Yes.
Thunder from Swallowed Star. Guys, okay, so there's this other dope ass show, so check that out. Anyway, yeah. Holy shit, yeah, that just clicked. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Thunder. Yep.
So you have the
Shang who's Hong, essentially.
Yeah, so Hong and Thunder are in this show too.
Yeah.
And
pre-babysitter era. That's a whole other conversation, kids. We'll talk. We'll definitely do a Donghua episode on the Shadow Realm at some point. But yeah, that's pre-babysitter Hong and Thunder when they still had like aura to their name.
The ultimate disrespect. God damn. All right. So the first arc, so to speak, because mind you, the whole thing is a keep away chase type of thing. Urahara knows that this princess has this secret, and he kind of alludes that there's a little more going on, and this entices Hong and Thunder to join them. But he also knows that in order for them to finally achieve what they're looking to do, they need another element to their party.
Yes. And
this is where Mami comes in.
Well, so specifically, this other element that to get to Komodo's castle, I'm gonna keep calling fucking Komodo because that's brilliant.
It's Komodo.
To get to fucking Komodo's castle, there's apparently like 3 trials they have to get through. Yeah. And so, Yojimbo is just hanging around. Like the whole time it's kind of funny because he's like, oh, you're still following us? Okay, yeah, no, you just have to be going the same direction. Got it. Cool. No, it's fine.
You're still here?
Yeah. So he's like, I called Demon-Eyed Impaler because at one point we have to fight this rock thing that is a very specific part that you have to hit. It's a very precise shot to make. And then he goes, the second trial is we have to get through the Valley of the Dead. I forget exactly what it's called, but it's the Valley of the Dead. And I know the perfect person who can handle that. And this is Mommy Demon Queen. Fucking yes, she's actually a demon. To everyone's surprise, who does not know who she's there. Knight's Lament is her moniker, which is fucking dope. And she is a necromancer, and that's why she joins the crew. She uses a whip. She dances and sings, and her whole way she does necromancy is to find the correct note to hit that particular time period to resurrect the soldiers in the area, in the skeleton.
That's so fucking cool, man. It's so niche, so particular that it just struck me right. I'm like
the tone and note is what she needs to do to resurrect these things.
And sustain it. Sustain it. Oh my God, so fucking
so cool.
So they need her, and of course, a lot of this is like it's the misunderstanding. Nobody talks to each other, so they fight for a little bit.
Yep, they're the ragtag band. You know what I mean? They all argue. They all just kind of like in a corner of the. Literally, they're on a boat at one point. They're all just like standing in a separate fucking corner the whole time, and then one has to go around and just like we got to learn about You basically have to do the fucking Mass Effect 2 like companion route where you just go around the ship and talk to them. That's essentially what's happening.
That's a perfect analogy.
Is Shepard.
That's a perfect analogy because the thing about this is like that whole getting to know each other felt so forced, but it comes together so goddamn smooth.
But also there's a point to it, but also like it felt kind of real because like if I know I was in that situation, I'd be like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. Why are you talking to me? I don't really want to.
Stay away from me, please.
I'm good. I'm just here for the money. Like, I'm gonna bounce. Not that there is any money ever promised. This is kind of the interesting thing. Urahara reaches out to these people, and he's always like, "Well, yeah, I mean, you owe me one, so I'm calling in the favor."
Yeah. So it's implied heavily that Urahara is kind of a slime bag.
Yes.
And we actually don't know him by his actual name. What we've known is a moniker.
Yes.
And
they all seem to like know him by something slightly different. And that's what kind of Yojimbo's like, wait, what?
Yeah. That's cool as shit though. Because he's like, oh, that's what you're going by now. And they always like drop that and then just leave it alone.
Yeah. They don't dwell on it, anything like that. It's just like, oh, that's what you're going by now. Okay. And then just like move on to the next question. And then Yojimbo's just like, wait, what? What? I'm sorry.
What did he say? But and then they just leave it at that. But then again, they do that enough, the Chekhov gun, because by the end of it, you're like, you motherfucker.
Yes.
So okay. So the first little bit is them encountering their Green Ranger. I'm gonna call him their Tommy,
because he did reach out to the person. So apparently his whole thing is creating tools that serve purpose, like magic tools, essentially. Is what Urahara's whole shtick is. So he reaches out to the guy who taught him that, and that guy is murdered on the way to meet them because Sha Wushang, the Phoenix Scream Killer, I believe, Screaming Phoenix Killer is is there. Literally, the Green Ranger. He's Orochimaru looking motherfucker. And he's there to be like, mother. Punker Urahara, I challenge you to a goddamn duel, and I will have my duel. And it even gets to the point where he stole the girl's handle. Is that what it was? Like he stole the sword handle, I believe, to be like the whatever half of the thing that they need that she's holding. He's like, I'm gonna hang on to this until you fucking fight me. So yeah.
And it's straight up on purpose just to make an excuse to get him to fight. He even killed his master to get him to fight him. It wasn't even personal. He was just like, what? I don't even care. You just happen to be his master, and that might get his attention. So you gotta die.
What was he says a line specifically every time he fights, and I don't remember what it is. It's something like if you won't. Oh God, I forget what it is.
Listen, he's a badass,
He's
so
a
I'm not even
badass,
gonna.
but he says a
Yeah,
line specifically about like something with my blade, and like if you survive, only a true warrior will taste death by my blade, or something like that.
I
Something
don't want to miss
ridiculous like that. And this is kind of,
some.
again, it goes back to the camp that's like weirdly fucking awesome as they're like waving their hands around everywhere. But this is our dual sword user for all you dual sword users out there. Neo 3 demo drop, so feel free to check that out. Dual sword friends unite. Woo. But yeah, he just literally psycho crushers. That's his fucking technique. He just psycho crushers and wins.
So cool.
It's like a hypersonic psycho crusher too. Like he does the anime like shing as he's twirling through the air.
Who is Seiyu? Because now I'm curious. Because his voice is distinct. It's almost like Orochimaru. Like he speaks so.
Nobuyuki Hayama.
Nobuyuki?
Nobuyuki
Thank you.
Hayama. Yep.
I don't know who that is.
But no, I know what you mean. Like this is another one where like I recognize the voice. I couldn't tell you who they are.
Nobuyuki Yama.
He's Link. He's fucking Link.
Yeah. That Nobuyuki. He's
and
fucking.
he's fucking Guy in Gal Gaigar.
So that remember the other day when I was telling you that
Sho.
Siegfried? He's also Siegfried, dude. Like
Yes,
Siegfried.
he's Siegfried. He's fucking Batsu in Rival Schools.
Yo, he's Shiro? He's Shiro Amada.
He's Hiei in the Japanese. Shiro Amada, yep.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so this dude's been around, if you guys didn't know.
Yeah. So he's a legend. So anyway, so imagine, you know, that and then again, let me take this back because he doesn't sound like any of these characters at all. So like this voice that he's doing is like his take on Orochimaru.
Oh, he's a Kaku too. I didn't know he was a Kaku. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. But this voice of his that he uses for this character is completely different. Yes. But still, his delivery is the shit.
But like now that I hear that, it sounds. Imagine if, because like when he does it, like that shit, when he was like doing the yells, that sounds very much like when Ikaku would fucking do the yells. You know, like it's now that I'm seeing who these voice actors are, I can fucking hear it in my head, like Lars too. Yeah. So like when he's doing the yells, like it almost sounds like if Ikaku got fucking serious and got like, you know what I mean? Like it's the same kind of voice, and obviously he just kind of has that like, yeah. Yeah, you know, like that shit. Like that's kind of what he sounds like when he starts doing all this nonsense.
Because he does. And holy shit, he does.
Like I said, he's got that hypersonic psycho crusher.
So he does this, you know, this shtick where he's after Urahara, and they have this kind of face-off finally where Urahara kind of convinces him to give him some time. You know, like, hang on, let me see what I can figure out. Maybe we don't have to fight at all. Maybe you'll kill me later on. But right now, I have kind of a bigger issue that maybe you can help me with. And he's like, what?
He basically says, if you help me, I'll give you the duel you've always wanted.
Exactly. And he's like, wait, what? I have to what? And
wait.
So you get this vibe where he's just like, fuck that. Okay, you know, fuck it. This leads to Yojimbo and arguably my favorite scene of the entire series.
Okay.
To this point. That night, Yojimbo confronts what do we call it?
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Not saying all that. Ikaku. Let's just fucking call him Ikaku.
Yeah, he confronts Ikaku, right? And Ikaku, they have a very calm conversation about how they operate as people, and how they navigate this world, knowing that they are essentially out of place. They are warriors who don't belong in anything.
This conversation reminded me a lot of Chung Wu Fei, and we always talk about the endless waltz conversation a lot. Yeah. It kind of reminded me of that in the same way, where it's like they're both warriors in a time without war, so they don't really know what to fucking do with themselves.
It's a deep thing that we could do at a parlor talk, because you know, those of us who feel that know that it's not something empty. It's that's actually the wrong word. It's an empty feeling that can't be filled, but you don't. To fill it would be horrible. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, anyway, so they have this conversation about themselves, and while doing this, they're there's a moment where it stops being cordial, right? Where they're like, so since you sat down, I've imagined killing you 25 different ways. And they have these intercut clips where at first it's Ikaku telling Yojimbo, this is, you know, he's not even telling him how he would kill him. He's explaining to him his desire to kill him as we're seeing the numerous ways in which he draws his blades.
They do the hero mind fight thing.
The mind fight, yeah, but with so much, and let me give them this. There are cuts, and I hope you saw it too. There are cuts where they follow objects, where they follow the sword, they follow the cups, they follow the chess pieces. These cuts where they're using those as the focus point in order to pan out to the next visualization. It is so beautifully done. I watched that shit 6 times. I'm like, that is so crazy how the cinematographer was just able to do that. And mind you guys, these are miniatures. These are pieces. This isn't like a set. This is just like a table. So like the fact that they're doing these kind of effects with whatever camera work or whatever they're doing, it was just beautifully done. So Ikaku has his time. And he's kind of like, sitting on his shit talking about, so what do you think about that? And the whole time Yojimbo's like, bet. Like, try it.
He's like, I mean, we can do this if you really want to fucking do this. That's cool.
It was really, he was just like, I mean, my guy, we were talking.
We were having such a good conversation.
Like, we were talking and I thought we were getting somewhere. But if that's really how you feel, fucking try it.
Yeah. And like, this is why I love Yojimbo so much. Because like, he'll square the fuck up without even a hesitation. But every single time he's like, can we just fucking not like but he's also like at the same time he's like, well, I mean, if we're gonna fucking do it, let's do it. Like, it's so good.
You wanted this, okay? You wanted
just
this.
Remember, you opened this can of worms.
So,
this was your decision.
So mind you, that whole beautiful thing goes down, and just as Ikaku and them are about to kill each other, Urahara finally convinces him to give him the ride so that they'll to go along with them so that he'll fight him in the future.
Yeah.
Because they need the guard and they need something he won't give up.
Yeah.
But truly, it's because Urahara was like, well, he's actually a pretty damn good fighter.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna need all the help we can get because there's a lot of people between us and Komodo. So
beautifully.
Yeah.
And now, mind you, let me not detract. Throughout the episodes to that point, there have been like enemy of the day type of things where it was
it's like there's a couple like generals of the Kane is the one dude, the dude with the dreads that like showed up the first time. Yeah, the first one. Okay. And then so Lee May was the girl that showed up. She gets fucking offed.
They do die. But my guy, the first one, do you remember how he's so like he fights Yojimbo before Yojimbo even gets serious, and he gets decimated.
He gets Yojimbo punched in the chest or something, right?
Right. He gets his ass kicked, right? And then Yojimbo's like, he has this speech was like, I will never give up. This is the matter of my pride and blah blah blah, right? Yeah. And Yojimbo's like, all right, so here's what I'm gonna do because you're so serious. I'll meet you halfway, okay? So in one blow, he basically cuts the dude's ribs wide open, right? And the guy's like, well, okay. So
I done fucked up, boss.
I gotta tell the boss. So here's what I'm gonna do. Bet you're not gonna see this coming. And this caught me off guard. I pissed myself because so the guy throws his sword in the sky, and I'm like, okay, because they have this gimmick where they throw this bony whistle thing in the air, and it summons this demon bird bone thing. Yes. That's like their transportation.
It's their fast travel. That's all it is.
Right. So he threw that first, and I'm like, oh, okay. Now, mind you, this was cool as shit. So he threw that first, and then he throws his sword, and I'm like, what the fuck is the point of that? He leans back, the sword comes down in the middle of his neck, and he goes, ah. He's just, ah. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? He gets up, and he just 360s himself with so much intensity that his head pops right up into the air and into the grasp of the death bird and it flies off with his head. And you're just wondering, because even Yojimbo's like, yo, what? Like,
What the fuck?
wait, what? Why did he do that? And nothing
Yeah.
until later when the fucking bird shows up at fucking Komodo's house, and Komodo's like, what the fuck? It's like, where's the girl? And then he's like, oh, he's dead? Well, let's see what he saw with his last breath. And you're like, what? He does this juju with his head, and you see the images that he saw. I'm like, this Sleepy Hollow. We saw this in Sleepy Hollow. Like, oh my god. We're seeing shit. Now, mind you, it's fucking cool because it's magic.
Yes.
So I'm gonna let it slide. It's not
ridiculous.
somebody's head on a fucking projector. So like, but my guy's like, he's like, oh, I see. You have made your appearance. Whatever. I don't even think he recognized Yojimbo yet.
No,
but
I don't
he
think
knows
he
now.
ever does. He just recognizes the technique later.
The technique, thank you, because that's the technique. And then he did. All right. So okay, we finally are on the journey, and then Lee May, and I forget Lee May very much, so forgive me, but she was like,
she was the assassin girl. That's what she was.
She was where Hong and Thunder got serious. So
yes, and I think they fuck her up on when they they're sailing and they get to the shore and all. Which, by the way, dope fucking team up with the necromancer and the archer dude.
That's what I'm
so
like. Yeah.
So Ma Chao jumps over and he's like, I got this. We're gonna do this. I got this. And then Phoenix Scream Killer Phoenix Man jumps over. Ikaku jumps over and he's like, well, I'm not gonna let him have all the fucking fun, so I'm gonna go murder myself. Like I got a rep to keep, you know what I mean? So like the two of them are just murdering. And then Necromancy Mommy goes, hey, when I impale her, I need your help. And he goes, sure, I got you. And she starts dancing and throwing papers in the air. My man gets like 10 arrows at a time. She fires through these talismans into the bodies, and they're resurrecting the dudes. Everyone on the shore is just murdering. And they just create an army of fucking necromancy soldiers.
I needed a minute. I needed time because I needed to change pants. I needed a towel. That was so fucking cool. And mind you, it builds up to that because the entire time Ikaku's like, I don't fucking care what you guys do. Like, don't involve me. I'm here for one thing only. And Urahara and Ma Chao and Yojimbo are goading him the whole time. Goading him like, would suck if anybody heard you didn't do anything.
Right?
Like,
if the Phoenix Scream Killer didn't Phoenix Scream kill anyone, that's crazy.
Imagine what a killer who doesn't kill. What is that?
That's crazy.
And then he's like, all right, fuck y'all. It's like, watch this. And mind you, it proceeds to have this a beautiful duo scene. It's just it's beautifully done. Then we get to the final trial, right? It's Mommy's turn to navigate them through the death forest, whatever the fucking thing is. I can't remember if this is where the betrayals happen.
So no, it's not. They get to the castle before all that nonsense.
Oh,
so
okay.
They're going through the trials that Urahara, recruited all these people for, and the first one is a valley that I think it's the first one. It might have been the Golem thing, but either way, it doesn't matter. One of the first one is the Valley of the Dead, and essentially this is where we find out about the tone and the note that she has to find to resurrect. She's like, let me feel the wind. Let me taste the dirt. Seems like 200 years might do it. And so she starts doing her thing, right? She's doing her fucking her stage dance, grooving around, and she's like, and Urahara fucking goes, I think you're off by like 20 years. You add a century to it. Add a century.
And she's like 300. Okay.
Yeah. She's like, and you're like, and he's like, oh no, that's not right either. So this goes on for like 10 minutes.
And Yojimbo is fighting these things alone.
As this is happening, they're getting like surrounded by the zombies because like they're trying to hold them off. And Hime goes, I got this. I'll hold up a barrier so she doesn't get interrupted. And she has Hong and Hong and Thunder fucking hold the triangle with her. And the
Yes.
fucking Phoenix Killer's like, I don't give a shit about any of this. So like, I'm just gonna
No.
chill. And Urahara's like, I gotta help her. So my man, and then Yojimbo's out there fighting for his life. Literally, drip. They have so much water on this doll. It's crazy. It's dripping, and he's like, "Can you hurry up?" They're like, "Bring it back 50 years, up a couple months."
and he's winning, and he's getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
But the whole time he's cursing them out. He's like, "Why is this taking forever?
Yeah.
Come on!"
Without like, drawing his sword, by the way, he is hand fighting all these zombies.
This is key because the 2 to 3 times that we saw him actually draw the blade, bad things have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's doing his best to reserve his strength because it's bad. When he does that, it's bad. So they managed to finalize the spell, and he survives. And he's just hey.
Why did that take so long? You did that on purpose.
This is the part where he starts to suspect Urahara legitimately, because he's like, there was no reason you guys left me alone like that. What am I doing? And the whole thing is like,
all the other the MacGuffins other than Thunder are like like the whole time, like, man, what a chump. And then they go on to the next trial, you know what I mean? And then
it's
so the next trial, gets further like involved, right? So they have to fight this big stone golem thing that's completely CG because they weren't about to make a 10-foot fucking puppet, which would have been cool to see. But it has the boss highlight on the back of its head that they have to hit, and they're like, Yojimbo, go distract it so I can hit the thing. And our Hong is like, yo, just go distract him. I'll get a good spot and I'll just, so Yojimbo's running around trying to like, hey, come here, come on. And like the demon-eyed impaler's just like tink, like purposely missing these shots.
You could see how do I put this? It was so bad that you're just like, why? You could tell they're doing something.
Yes.
Something is up that they're not achieving these as they should be, as being as badass they are.
Yes. And so it comes down to Yojimbo running around the stone golem and having to climb up like a cliff, and he just fucking cuts the thing himself. He's like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. Like, if you're not going to help, I'll do it myself. And that's when everyone is like, oh shit. He's actually a swordsman. That's crazy. Okay. He's kind of legit. Bet. And so I don't remember what the third trial was that, he has the flute to like get them through the fucking maze or whatever. That's what the screaming killer guy is there for. He's holding on to that thing. Yeah, Kaku's there with the flute. But they say, fuck that. Fast travel time.
So they jump all the way to the castle, and finally we get this, and it kind of feels a little long in the tooth, but there's a sequence where it's a lot of back and forth between trying to get the guard from Komodo while manipulating him, because what he's after is
a cool sword.
That's what I'm saying. He thinks it's just a sword.
Yeah.
They know that the thing is a key, and he still doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. So they literally are like, but you're gonna unleash the demon war again, and he's like, yeah, and
cool. Sounds tight.
It sounds like an excuse to use all these cool swords. Cool. Great.
So he's like Gilgamesh with a death wish. So like
literally.
he definitely just gives the air that he doesn't care. So, and this is where the betrayals begin.
Yes. So Hime and Yojimbo are captured. They are caged up because they're like, well, I have the whole thing now. And that's when they were separated from Urahara and the rest of the gang. And as they get to, Urahara, Yojimbo, and Hime get there, and they leave the other four behind, and they get to the castle, and Urahara is like, well, what if I give you the guard? And then throws the other two in jail. So he betrays them and says, hey, let's do this, Demon King, blah, 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 blah. And so like him and Komodo strike a deal, essentially. And he's like, oh, by the way, that's not the real guard. I know where the real one is. I can take you there because you're gonna kill me if I just tell you. So
Right.
Komodo's like, fuck, all right, I guess we'll just leave those two for the demon bird snacks, and your Urahara, you can come with me. And then, so while that's all happening, Urahara's just chilling in the castle. They're like, we'll leave at dawn, whatever it is. You find out Komodo is having dinner with Mommy and Hong, the archer, at the same time.
I was pissed. I'm like, why? What? I mean, they tell us why, but it's still shit, man.
Yes, they tell you why. Because they don't give two fucks about Urahara. Literally.
Nothing. So the thing is that you, as much as it is a betrayal, right? You're like, why? We still have this deep suspicion of Urahara the whole time.
Yes.
He is just not
solidified. Like, it's getting harder because he just betrayed our main, you know, his buddies in the main trio. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, and even as it seems like this is his grand scheme, this is the grand plan, you don't understand what that is.
Yeah.
So you're just like, cool, fuck it. So these two betraying him is kind of like the snake biting the snake's own tail.
Yeah.
But therein we get two dope ass fight scenes, one kind of disappointing one, and Hong and Ma Chao end up having their teacher thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you remember, like, after the betrayal, what Ma Chao says to him? He's like, this isn't what heroes do.
Right.
And he's like, well, you followed me to be a hero, so if you don't want to learn, man the fuck up or get out. Like, that's pretty much what it is. And you're like, that seemed a little cold for, like, a master pupil kind of thing. And you find out this is a fairly new relationship. And he's like, no, like, if you want to be a hero like me specifically, this is what we do to survive, to win, to do whatever we fucking want. And Urahara is the reason I am this way. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, because Urahara. Okay, not yet, but
not yet.
So they have this dope ass fight scene with Mommy and all that, and then they end up retrieving the guard and basically leaving them for dead. Like, holy shit.
So the Hong takes Thunder's eye. He actually hits him in the eye. And so he's like, you look like me now, student. And then they just off with the real guard, because they hid the real guard apparently when they met the Phoenix Killer with the flute and everything. They hid the guard at the temple there that they met him at, so they had to go back to the temple, grab that, and then you find out that there's like a fast travel network in the entire country. But okay, sure,
yeah.
So like they get there, and then Yojimbo and Hime are still trapped in the cages. Until Yojimbo is not trapped in a cage anymore, because
Yojimbo yada is his way out.
yada, and Star Platinum's his way out of that fucking thing by not even moving. And he goes, Hime, stay here. I got this.
He says that to her, and she does.
And she fucking does. But I should also mention that, like, he has now witnessed the betrayal of Urahara at this point, so he's actually pissed off. Like, he's ready to fight everyone in that fucking castle.
Let's talk about that, what we haven't yet. The illusion that Yojimbo comes from a different place.
Yes.
So, about this different place, every time this different place, I don't know the name, we'll call it Xanarkand.
It's like the U country or something. It's called U something.
Every time Xanarkand is brought up, it's spoken of as this place beyond the Forbidden Lands.
Beyond the veil. Yeah.
Right. So you can't even, you have to survive the Forbidden Lands in order to reach this place. So that's the level that they keep stressing.
Imagine having to go outside Walmaria to get to this other fucking country. That's literally what it is. Like, there's apparently... like, it is a fucking Dark Souls poison swamp infested with demons, apparently. And it is like somewhere where no one survives, and this motherfucker somehow got across it.
Right. So they're alluding that, hey, you wouldn't happen to be from that place, right? That's crazy. How did you do that? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. No idea.
I never heard of no such thing. No, I'm just a traveler. I'm just
sounds pretty far.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty tough journey to me. I think he actually says that at one point. He's like, wow, that sounds like a pretty tough journey. I don't know.
Oh, no. Who would willingly do that?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
who would willingly do that?
so this is carrying over because every time we see him, this Xanarkin keeps being brought up. So now we have this pissed off Yojimbo, and the yada yada is no more there. Now it's ora ora. So he goes full like.
So I want to mention this too with his in terms of his technique. Everyone else kind of has these spell things that they do. His specifically is like key. Like it's a different vibe than everyone else's stuff. You know what I mean? Like everyone else kind of feels like I mean, obviously it's a swordsman thing versus not, but like everything else feels like some fancy anime sword technique, while his stuff is a fucking like mountain crushing blow that Ryo does in King of Fighters. You know what I mean? Like that kind, literally.
It gets even fucking crazier.
It gets even crazier, but like I don't know how to like convey the different vibe that it has. Like he's Dragon Ball inside of Bleach. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of vibe that it is.
Yes, that's fair. He is on that level where he's out of place.
Yeah,
he's out of place, but at the degree. Okay, so okay, the betrayals happen, right? And Mami and Hong bring the real guard to Komodo, and Komodo gets to the temple, and he awakens the demon, whatever that
the demon god, whatever fuck.
Yeah, he Dormammu. Okay, so he's trying to he's trying to awaken Dormammu, right? And Dormammu is in this hole
because you find out that this blade isn't the only one that kills demons. None of these weapons actually kill demons. This one only stopped the demon god.
Yeah.
It didn't actually kill it. It put it to sleep. So
they
all of these weapons are fucking bullshit.
That nothing can stand up to them. By some fluke, they were able to seal it away.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm gonna break it.
He's like, but I want to be the biggest badass around to use all these fun swords, so I'm gonna poke it.
So he does. And then immediately after that, the Mami is just like, fuck you guys. So
she's like, aha, the demon god has awoken, and starts like doing her fucking dance around again. And then literally she has a whip. I don't think we mentioned that. She's got a fucking whip as her weapon. Whips it around Hong's neck and just fucking strings him up.
She has a whip that she strings Hong up with. That was a very difficult scene to watch.
Yeah.
More than
that was honestly like kind of graphic compared to like
because it was slow. So yeah, it was slow. He didn't just like I'm dead. It was like
shink, snap, done. Like feet dangle. No, he's like kicking there for like 30 seconds. Like you see the struggle.
He's like talking. He's like, "Why is this happening? What the fuck?"
Like he's like writhing and like feet are kicking. I was like, "Damn, this is dark."
and then she has a moment when it's all done. So like it gets deeper. Like she actually enjoys when he's gone. So
yes. She's like, "Oh, thank God."
Oh yeah. That was, and then he dies. Okay, so
yes, Hong is dead.
Dormammu's finally waking up, and then Komodo's like, "Huh, okay, well, shit." So I'm gonna go settle my shit with Urahara. I'm gonna do that. Cool. Yeah. So he goes and he tries, and I want to say Komodo's power level is impressive. It's a Gilgamesh level.
I'm going to stop you right there for a second because there's an important thing that happens before that because I know what you're about to talk about. So,
okay,
we have to talk about how this whole plan set up between Yojimbo, Urahara, and Komodo.
Oh, okay.
There is a whole face swap thing, and you find out Urahara is actually like he's fucking Goemon. Like he is a master thief. That fucking has the reason these people owe him one is because he is a thief who likes to steal what is the most precious to them. And that's important for the movie that you didn't finish.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
So his whole thing is to steal whatever is the most precious. And I forget, he says what he stole from Demon Eye, I think. I think he says what he stole from him. I don't think he ever mentions what he stole from the demon lady. But he mentions that he wants to take this ambition away from Komodo. He wants to steal that
It's
drive
more
and
than that.
ambition.
Yeah, his pride.
Pride, yes. His pride is this eternal master swordsman. He wants to
So
steal that. And
so
that is the entire thing was like, oh, he's probably some crafty whatever. It's not just that, it's pettiness on top of all of it.
cook that shit because my guy is Whis level powerful. Okay, if we're talking Dragon Ball, Urahara is this Whis entity who's just in it for the shits, and you don't understand the level of in it he's in because he creates all the drama
Yes.
in order to have a good time.
Yep.
Just to enjoy
He
himself.
literally says to Komodo at one point, he's like, I just did it for the lulz. Honestly.
I just wanted a good time.
Yeah.
I just needed to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
This is so boring. You are all so boring.
You're all so now I don't have anything to steal and you're all fucking boring me.
And then it's just like, so fuck both of you. Like both of you can go right to hell.
Yeah.
And this final confrontation, even showing these incredible levels of power, I was so filled with disdain for both of them. I'm like, you are an imbecile for the sake of being an imbecile. But you, Urahara, you petty bitch. You
He's the pettiest motherfucker I've ever seen.
You absolutely disgusting thing. Thank you for giving.
Do you remember what he said specifically that made him turn into a thief?
No.
So he does this. We can talk about the battle itself in a second, but as he strikes down Komodo, he tells him, because Komodo's like, what the fuck kind of sword technique is that? Holy shit. What?
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, a lot of people spend their entire lives mastering the sword. I mastered it and then some, and then got bored. So I went around and decided to steal everyone's best treasure, including things like teaching how to people use these tools. And I learned how to make tools from this guy just so I could steal that from him. And how to do this is when he just rattles off all the shit he's stolen from people. And I was like, oh my God. This dude literally, like you said, he hit Whis level and said, well, I guess I'll just fuck around now. So
yeah,
that's it. That's literally it.
For the shits, Mike. Like I just can't. I don't understand. Yeah. It is literally just the worst kind of person.
Yeah.
So
and I can't stress enough how like the entire series they've been showing you how powerful Komodo is and leading up to like, oh, Yojimbo's gonna be the one who solves this, right? Like, because they're kind of building Yojimbo up to be like, oh, he's got this crazy fucking technique that like he can go toe to toe with Komodo, and then like we're gonna learn in a second it's even crazier. So but like they kind of build that up, and then it turns out to be Urahara and Yojimbo, or Urahara and Komodo that go at it, and Urahara takes him out in like 2 shots. Like 2 swipes and it's done.
But completely breaks him. So like Komodo is constantly throughout their fight showing progressively more levels of power and trying to see where he can land a strike. And again, he's thinking he's finally got the chance to kill Urahara. So it's not even like he's desperate to kill him. He's not losing his mind yet. Yeah. But when he finally shows like, okay, well, now it's my turn. That moment breaks Komodo so viciously. Yeah. So much so that he wins, okay? So even though Komodo dies, I'm gonna say that. Even though Komodo dies, he won their fight.
Yeah.
Because the one thing Urahara wanted the most was to take that pride from him.
Yes.
To take that final thing as he was dying.
Yes.
And Komodo's like, cool, nah, fuck that. And ends up offing himself in such a crazy fucking way that it drives Urahara crazy that he didn't get that final blow. Yes. He didn't get that last strike, that final fuck you. He was denied it, and that breaks him. And I was like, oh, that's so good.
It's so
good. My God. It's because mind you, Urahara goes from Urahara to Ikaku, to the level of snapped and unhinged where he was pissed that he was denied his reward after all that effort. He's like, I did all of that, all of it, and you robbed me.
This is literally after he did like the Ichigo like stop the blade and like the mountains beside him exploded and you know Aizen's like, oh, are you afraid of my power? And he's like, no, that was mine, bro. He did that and then did some celestial fucking slash bullshit and like laid his dick all out for him to go just gobble this moment up. And Komodo's like
I love it. 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 I love it.
I think Komodo even says something like, you know, if I can do anything, it'll be deny your fucking pleasure in this moment.
If it's the last thing I'm gonna do, it's to say fuck you.
Yeah.
Which is cool because again, it's just there's and leading up to that, there's so many dope ass moments in the fight. I don't want to undercut that because we finally get to see Komodo for all the power he is, and it doesn't not live up to it.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah, the effects are insane, but that just furthers the point of this insanity level of power that Urahara has. Yeah. And even then, somebody that powerful can still lose. And that is, thank you.
Yes, because he was out-pettied. That's why. Yep. He was out-pettied. Like, it was literally a battle of pettiness. And that's crazy.
Beautifully done. So, beautiful. He dies. You have your fucking conversion thing where Urahara's like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll steal something else. It's cool.
Yeah, all right. Fine. Whatever. Cool. Yeah. So
let's check on that demon guy.
That. And the fucking ground starts to break. And mommy's like, ooh, you know what I mean? She's like, it's finally time. He's up. And
yucking it up.
and then the mountain breaks open, and it's this fucking eldritch horror type of thing. Like, I can't. It's like a skull. It looks like Nishandra.
It reminded me, honestly, of the warriors, the fire warriors from Nazca, the Valley of Wind.
Oh, I see that. Okay,
with like the weird mouths and shit. It kind of reminded me of that.
I see Nishandra, but I see Dark Souls and everything. Yeah. So, but legit, it's this Cthulhu-esque skull thing, and it's just nasty looking. But so everybody's like, "Oh, we're fucked. It's over. We're gonna die." And the weird thing is I think obviously it's not the first CG element, but this was a fully CG thing, and I thought it was gonna like play weird, but instead it kind of looked more like a video game during the whole thing, like in a good way.
And I think it helped that it wasn't like they didn't sword fight this thing. I mean, they did sort of, but you know what I mean. Like, we'll get to that in a second. But like, you know what I mean. Like, it wasn't like a traditional like clash with the claw, like that kind of thing. You know what I mean? They weren't trying to like hand to hand this fucking eldritch CG god. So it kind of like it was kind of like. We can cut to over here, cut to the puppet. We can kind of do like a weird, like fading thing where you can kind of, you know what I mean? Like they can blur the line a little bit to make it a little more believable.
Fucking A, man. Fucking A. All right. Let's do this in sections here. Okay. So,
Yojimbo.
Remember how I said there were 4 plot twists, right? So the final plot twist is Yojimbo. Mm-hmm. Yojimbo, if I called Komodo Gilgamesh. Mm-hmm. Ironically, I don't mean ironically for fucking Yojimbo. Yojimbo is unironically and truly Gilgamesh.
Yes.
Okay?
So there's, before that, there's a step to this before that. So, because he takes part in the fight, like he helps with the fight with Thunder. They find out that there's like you can just teleport through the power of fucking nature or some dumb shit. So that's and it's like, why didn't we do this from the beginning? Whatever, I don't care. Just we're not asking questions. Right. Like fuck it. Let's go.
They actually say that. They're like, because XYZ.
Yeah, it was like shit. You know, we didn't have time to commune with the whatever and like the demons and all that shit. Whatever. Who cares? Who gives a shit? But like they zip over and essentially he's the one who helps like get Thunder out of there because he takes Thunder once he gets his eye taken off. She and Thunder like bounce because he's like, you go, I'll get them. Like, well, I got this. You find out as he's fighting, the sword he's been using the entire time is fucking wood. And you know what? That's when it clicked in my
Yo.
brain. The gears went, the little notches clicked into each other, because every time he's moving that thing and sheathes it or swings it, you hear the clunk, clunk. You hear the wood clinking. And I always thought it was him just wooden, because it's very much just like a bamboo stick for a scabbard. You know what I mean? Like, and I just thought it was like a Shirasaya, they're just making that noise. No, it's literally a wooden fucking stick that he's using. And what his ability is that he's using with this key and all that is to sharpen the blade with his key. So he doesn't need a physical sword. He can just use whatever.
He doesn't need a sword
at all.
He doesn't need anything.
He doesn't need it. He can just fucking do it.
He uses ki. The perfect explanation for everything is that he's such a badass. He is such a badass that he goes around and collects legendary weapons.
Yes. These like mythical weapons they've been talking about the whole time, he goes around similarly to Komodo collecting them, but he does it to seal them away so that they can't be used for the bullshit like Komodo is trying to do.
Oh my god.
Literally pulls out a scroll with 12 fucking seals on it.
He does his hand jutsus, right? Summons this massive scroll, and it's not words, it's images of each weapon in his arsenal. And he's like,
He's literally going through the inventory screen. He's just like, which one do I want to do today?
Kaiju in the background. Demon kaiju.
And he's like,
what'll it be?
I don't like the handle on that one as much. This one is a lot of work once I pull it out. It's a whole thing. That one.
Balance is weird on that one. Yeah.
Oh, I don't even have to hold this one. Let's go with that.
He Bishamon swords this bitch. Oh my god. So, whatever legend, I don't even remember what it's called, but he goes, oh, perfect. This one should seal it up just right. And you're like, now, mind you, they're talking about how no weapon has been able to kill this thing. They got lucky with this particular sword, the particular sword that held them in the first place. So, you're just like, yeah, this should do it. And you're like, what? And one little fucking flick of the wrist and the sword turns into the 7-pronged Bishamon sword.
Yep.
It starts swallowing up the fucking entity, and you're just like, get the fuck out of here.
It literally creates the was it Mokuba from Inuyasha? You're like, wind tunnel, and it just creates that shit, and sucks this eldritch god into the sword.
God. Come on. Into this, and then it's this little crystal, and he's like, okay, I'll just take that. You guys might want to put I don't know, bury this thing. I don't know, do whatever you want.
You gotta rebuild the temple anyway, right? Just do it over here. Just rebuild the temple over here. You'll be fine.
Do it here. Everything's fine. You're good. Yeah. Just don't touch that. Don't touch it. Fucking the most, and I don't even want to say anticlimactic because your jaw is still on the floor from the revelation of Yojimbo being this god level fucking badass. You're just like, wait, no fucking way were you just fucking around this whole time, dude.
Like I said, they're building it up for it to be like Komodo versus Yojimbo, right? Like some crazy DBZ fight, and then you get this man just fucking doing his fucking Naruto hand seals and sealing this eldritch god and being like, my job here is done, I'll see you guys later, finger guns, and just walks off into the sunset pretty much. Yeah, he's like, all right, yeah.
Fucking, it's the most wild fucking thing.
And the wildest part, fucking Urahara and him just fucking bug off somewhere. They just bug off. These two godlike beings just bug off.
They're like, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, they were like, that's cool. And Urahara's like, I'll find something to steal if I hang out with you. And Yojimbo's like, I gotta find swords, man. I don't know what to tell you.
You're not coming with me, but you could follow me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna follow. I'll follow you. Don't worry about that.
Insane.
Fucking dope ass show, brother. Dope ass show. Oh, Thunder and cool. Hime, I think, get together. I don't know.
Yeah, they get together. They decide to be the new masters of the temple that they build around the sword. I know Thunder comes back in the next season. I don't know if Hime will.
Okay.
But he had the cool like cloth eye patch. I'm pretty sure he gets like an actual one eventually.
Child one.
Yeah. Very cool. I don't know who all. I didn't get much into the second season. I watched the first episode or two. I don't even think I made it all the way through the first episode because I was like, I don't want to watch too much, and then like, because this was also before my insides exploded. I was like, I don't want to watch too much, and then like forget what happened, and then a month went by.
I mean, yeah.
So
it's literally a month, but like I still remember all this shit like pretty vividly.
It's fucking cool, and like now just talking about it again, I kind of want to like rewatch the first season, and then like
I think I will just to build back up to the second season. Like I think I want to watch. Like I definitely want to watch the rest.
Yes,
but
you should definitely check out the movie. Because the movie is what I was going to say is the movie kind of talking about all these betrayals and the things he steals. Now that we talked about that, the movie is what he stole from the Screaming Phoenix Killer. And
gotcha.
So you find out that Urahara tells him, "Oh yeah, there's this swordsman's competition back at this temple. You should, and he's like." At the time, the Screaming Phoenix Killer is trying to like make a name for himself, and he's like, I don't really want to be called like the Screaming Phoenix Killer. Like that just sounds like a murderer's name. I'm a warrior. Like he's pretty humble actually in the beginning of it. And so Urahara is like, well, if you want to make like a better name for yourself, let's go to this tournament. You can become like a sword saint or whatever, something like that. So he goes to this tournament. This is the fucked up part. It's just more Urahara fuck up shit. So they go to this tournament. There's the usual cavalcade of tournament characters, right? Like some swordsmen, some are kind of interesting, some are kind of cool. A bunch of arrows start flying through the windows. Remember, this is a prequel. This happens before season 1.
Okay.
It's the same arrows as Hong. It's those arrows. He doesn't know this at this point, but Urahara does. So
fucking A, man.
These arrows murder all the other contestants and injure the Screaming Phoenix's next opponent. So he goes into the next fight, and the one who is running this tournament is the actual current Sword Saint, who is the Screaming Phoenix's teacher. He is the one who taught him all of this stuff. And so he wins the next fight, but what seems like because of this injury. And so he takes it as super disrespectful, and then I think one of the arrows like flies into the arena or something and like cuts the guy's leg. So they're like, "Oh, you did this. You killed all the contestants. How dare you make a mockery of my tournament?" And
what the fuck?
So the master squares up with Ikaku, and fucking they go at it in a very intense fight. It's very cool. Like they're both using the dual swords and going crazy. And he ends up killing his master, and literally as he's leaving, the guards like rush in, and he's like, fuck it, I'll be the Phoenix Screaming Killer.
No shit.
Yeah. And that's how he's like, this motherfucker over there is the reason all of this even happened. I'm taking your head. And Urahara just basically goes and bounces.
See, and I knew I wasn't gonna like him. I knew I wasn't gonna like him, and I didn't even know that.
A great movie because it's just like that whole relationship, and it's so good.
Man, fuck this guy, dude. Fuck this guy. Dude.
But I like part of me is also like, what's he gonna do next?
See, but that's the whole point. It's like, okay, he's doing all these machinations and all these fucking manipulations because he's bored, my guy. Yeah. Because he's bored, dude. Oh, that drives me crazy.
It's just like, but like also that makes me chuckle and makes my heart so happy that he's like, fuck it. I've reached pinnacle of everything. Fuck it.
There's a moment. It's kind of illustrated with Yojimbo, and I just want this one moment where he drops his sword. He doesn't have his sword anymore, and he picks up a stick, and he uses a branch as effectively as a sword.
Yes, because he gives the sword to Thunder. I think it's when they're leaving. He's like, "Take my sword. You can take that." And that's when Thunder goes, "Wait, what the fuck?"
Like, wait, what is this? Like, oh yeah, I should have told you. But anyway, my point is like, Urahara having achieved that mastery shows that at some point he did what Yojimbo has done, and even further. So like, I don't know. I don't even know who's even stronger at that point. You know what I mean?
I kind of hope. I don't know where this all goes. I know there's another movie because I'm looking at it on the wiki right now. I don't know if all 4 seasons are all TV seasons or if like one of them's a movie or two, you know what I mean? It's one of those situations, but like I'd be curious to see if Urahara tries to take like that's where it has to go, right? Like Urahara tries to take Yojimbo's whatever he's trying to do. Like he finally finds his motivation, and Urahara wants to take that. You know what I mean? And I feel like that could either be how they kind of like have their own character changes, or you get the most ridiculous fucking Dragon Ball Z fight you'll ever see in your life. You know what I mean? Like there's only two options. So yeah, they either talk no jutsu or it's the most ridiculous fucking thing ever. So
it'll be both.
It'll be both.
It'll be both.
Yeah. It'll end in like a clash, and they'll just be like, yeah, but like why? And then they'll just like fuck off. So I'm curious. I want to watch more of this because it is very cool and it's very impressive. Like if nothing else, you should watch it just because, like I said, it's literally taking Toku and removing the human element to which just the special effects.
And it works.
And it's so good.
It works, man. Like I'm if you can watch Toku, obviously, if you can suspend your whole thing about fantastical shit happening, you'll be all right with puppets. You will be more than all right, especially considering that they move so uniquely. I don't even want to call it human because it's not, but they move so fluidly that it feels pleasing to watch too.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a lot of we were talking about the ropes and stuff. A lot of it is very like, if anyone's ever seen any of the wushu kung fu movies, it's same idea, like big flowing movements where they're moving their drapes around and stuff like that, and like flowery kind of movements. Yeah, it's wild to see, and just to think that there's like 4 dudes like the whole fucking time, like moving all the limbs and everything. But like it's also just a fucking like kudos to the studio because they do this so well. They have it down to such a fucking science. Do not skip that episode 0 if you guys watch this. It's on Crunchyroll if you guys want to watch it legitimately. I'm sure you could sail the high seas as well, but like it is legitimately on Crunchyroll. And do not skip that episode 0. At least until it gets to like the preview for the first episode. You can skip that because you're just gonna watch the first episode. Most likely.
Cut it short.
But like watch the BTS stuff because it's so crazy. Like we didn't really talk about it that much, but the actual sets, like Komodo's lair, is so big and impressive and open because it's literally a big auditorium room that they're just working in. Like it's a legitimate set and it looks huge because it's this big, like they turned the whole room into Komodo's fucking lair. It's really cool.
God damn. No, yeah. I definitely got to check it out again. I'm going to. That shit was too cool.
Yeah. It's very, very, very cool. And especially the Screaming Phoenix dude, they added some things into Neo 3 that reminded me of him, and I was like, damn, is that going to be the move this time? Okay.
So all right. So I guess our final verdict is definitely check it out. Yes. Definitely watch it.
Yes.
And you can find it on Crunchyroll. You can find some episodes on the tube, but best bet is Crunchyroll.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely something to check out. But before we you're probably gonna ask me questions about Neo. Before we do that, let me just say, if you guys want, we do have a Patreon up now. It is up and rolling. We are going to be doing some more stuff with it. I promise this time. It's just, again, I started things and then my insides fucking exploded. So, life, minimal life things. Trying to get the exact, fucking, what am I trying to say? Oh my God, the exact Patreon link here for you in a second. Uno mas, please. Because I just don't want to get the link wrong.
No, the idea is we were going to be back much sooner, you guys. But again, things much sooner. Things kind of got in the way, and we needed to get better.
Yeah. So that is the link to the Patreon. It's patreon.com/Tokudon. What you guys will get is there is 2 tiers. One is just you get access for being awesome. You get access to the side podcast that we're doing on there, which is basically what we did in the beginning, but like that's just all we fucking do, where we just talk about random shit. There'll probably be ones where, like I was saying, we'll just talk about like Berserk the whole time, or like have a more pointed conversation. The first one up is just kind of like what we've been into, really, because like it was the first thing we recorded in a while, so we just had so much to talk about.
Catching up.
I think it ended up being mainly about fighting games anyway, because it always is. It was like fighting games, Legend of Dragoon. Surprise to literally no one who's heard any of this before.
Us getting back into ourselves, man. Just getting back into ourselves.
So we just talk about a bunch of stuff. And then you get that on the audio and the video as well. And then if you guys want to do the higher tier, you get access to all kinds of, we're going to start doing like a movie night once a month where we watch Toku, something fun and exciting together. You guys can also have us answer questions on both Shadow Realm Parlor and on here as well. We'll start picking some questions out, so make sure you guys do that. You just have to join the Discord. The link is all in the Patreon there. You get special access to that, and then there's also special chat, stuff like that. So we're gonna start doing stuff for our patron members as you guys get into it. But yeah, I just wanted to shield that. If you guys want to help support us and do what we're doing, check out the Patreon and join all of that hullabaloo. And this is still going to be as it is, totally free. Tokudon is not going anywhere. We're not putting that behind a paywall, anything like that. So we're gonna still put it up on YouTube, and we're still gonna put out the episodes audio, on Spotify and all that other stuff where you listen to podcasts. It's just, this is extra stuff if you want some more Tokudon fun. It's just extra stuff you guys can
handle it. You know what I mean?
If you can handle it, I don't know. We had like our boy Dorky listen to all of our fucking episodes in like 6 months, and I was like, I can't afford therapy for myself. I don't know. No. So I'm sorry. You think
maybe he like stems some of our vocal shit?
Oh, we'll get there. He does it in the Discord sometimes. It's kind of funny. Shout out to Dorky. Love you, bro.
We love you.
Yeah, it's funny. And shout out to those guys just keeping that Discord alive in general. They're always hanging out, talking about all kinds of random Toku stuff. And we're usually talking about Zets and everything that's happening, especially with like Project Red coming up, things like that. So join the Discord, join the Patreon, all of that fun stuff. And follow all of this shit. That's done for my shilling. What did you want to ask me about Neo 3?
No, well, I hadn't downloaded it yet, but I did download Wolong, and I didn't know how dynasty it was in terms of like the story. I didn't know it was romance.
Yes, so Wolong is literally Neo 3, but actually the Three Kingdoms era.
Yeah.
But Wolong is a little bit different of a game. It focuses a lot more on the parries and stuff like that. Neo obviously is more of the more traditional Souls. Not that Wolong isn't. Wolong is very Souls. I don't know why I said it like that. Wolong is just very much more. I don't know. I like Wolong a lot. We played it on. We went through almost the entire game on stream.
Really?
Yes. And just because you can get a big dumb hammer, and that was my jam. And of course, it was also the Earth nature is what it scales with. So like I was living my best life. Big dumb hammers, and then they started adding like a bunch of. There was like a Naraka blade point like crossover, so they added a skin that was just very like my style of Donghua hero kind of thing.
Got it.
So like you can transmute and like transmog and like look however you want and still wear certain like whatever armor you want. You know what I mean? So you can wear a set, but you can change it to look like however you want. So you get the benefits of because they're set bonuses. So you get the benefits of whatever set bonus, but then you can look however you want. So if you don't want to wear a big fucking Sauren armor, but you want the perks of it because you're using whatever weapon. You can wear a fucking like archer's getup. You know what I mean? Like you can wear whatever, but you'll still get the Sauron stuff.
My worry was how much RPG is in this, because I'm like, man, like I'm so used to the. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I'm so used to the formula that I don't know if I could process. Like, all right, Monster Hunter, for example, that's pretty good. I can get with that. When it gets a little more complex than that is when it starts to kind of throw me off.
No, it's more Souls than anything. Like it's still a Souls game. It's just so like it's Souls by Team Ninja. So the guys made Ninja Gaiden. You know what I mean? It's just this one in particular is very offensive focused.
You told me the first. I'm sorry. You told me that Neo was RNG based. Is it still as RNG?
What do you mean RNG?
Well, the weapons and all that, where you get the...
Yes, so both of those games have kind of, not so much Wolong, they toned it down a lot in Wolong, but both of them, it's kind of like a signature of the Team Ninja stuff to like have fucking loot vomit. So you hit an enemy and they just like spew 30 fucking pieces of loot. And so a lot of it is, which is partially... like end game grinding kind of thing. You don't really like big number goes up is really what it comes to at the end of the day, especially when you're going through the first time. The thing with Neo games is New Game Plus is when it really starts. And that sounds intimidating and weird, but like you can enjoy New Game perfectly fine. Like there's stuff there, but there's like other deeper mechanics that start in New Game Plus when it comes to like armor and passives and stuff like that. I'll come back to that. But what they do is, like I said, they just like loot vomit. So you'll kill a fucking like a zombie demon goblin man, and he just fucking and he'll puke out 3 spears and two gauntlets and a helmet. You know what I mean? So
Right. Okay.
it's a lot of inventory management. Over the years, they've kind of gotten, like in Neo 2, they added an auto sell. The demo is only out now, so in the full game they might add that. I also just unlocked the blacksmith like when I finished the other night.
Okay.
So it may be in there somewhere. I just haven't really like dove deep. I was just trying to unlock all the weapons because I still don't know what weapon I want to go through yet. But yeah, it's kind of random. The randomness comes from like your attack will stay pretty much in the same range once you're getting, because it'll be based on your level. It's just rarities depend on how many like passives you get, and those passives can be random, but you can also like manually change them too. So you can re-roll a passive. So like say you have a spear that is, you get higher attack at lower health, and then you get faster stamina regen, and it's imbued with fire, that kind of thing.
I see.
Like those are your passives. You can go in and re-roll any of those 3 if you want. Sometimes there's locked ones that you can't re-roll, but you can go in and like, oh, I don't want the stamina regen because it's a big dumb heavy weapon anyway. Not that a spear would be that heavy, as a dumb example, but you get what I mean.
I get it. Yeah.
You can re-roll that because like it's a spear. Even better, you don't need the stamina regen because you can already swing 100 fucking times. You don't really need it that much. You'd rather have attack up in general, or like higher defense, something like that. You can re-roll that stamina specifically.
Got it.
But then on top of that, there's also set bonuses. So Lee Naomasa, for example, is a spear set. So if you wear a certain amount of pieces for it of his armor, you get different bonuses, and it can go anywhere from like ki damage, which is your stamina gauge. You can do that up, spear damage up, a specific technique up, and it's like there's 5 or 6 tiers to it depending on how many pieces there are. But you can mix and match sets. You can wear like 2 or 3 of one and 2 of the other, that kind of thing. You can still, they call it fashion. It's literally fashion souls. So you can wear all that stuff. And like, if you say like, I'm running around as Lee Naomasa, and he's got the kind of lighter spears, he runs around the same in those games too. He's just kind of like a loud, boisterous, whatever, macho kind of character. But I want to wear the Sauron armor because I think it looks cool. I can do that and move like I'm fucking Lee Naomasa wearing Sauron armor. It's strictly cosmetic. You know what I mean? Like you can change the strictly cosmetic and get the stats of that other set that you need. Like you don't need those, but you like how this one looks. It's just this set, the stat, like whatever you need, you don't fucking need because it's like rifle up and you use your rifle once a level. You know what I mean? Like that kind of he uses Yatagarasu. I forget his fucking name. He's the rifle guy in every fucking Samurai Warriors ever. Saijima? Sakai. Yes.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Saika. Sorry, Saika.
Saika, that sounds right. Yeah, the Saika clan. Yeah. The rifle clan. Yeah. Because it's all like, Samurai Warriors type characters. They're just refitted to whatever this is. So like
Magoichi
Saika, yes. That's literally him. That's the one that's in there. He uses Yatagarasu as his like spear thing. It's really cool. He gets like wings and starts like flying around and fucking sniping you from the air and shit. It's crazy.
Hello? Hi.
You can't do any of that.
Damn it.
Not yet anyway. In this new one, they added these cool like spirit skills. Like the one I have is literally like a fucking because you get he turns into a fucking two-tails cat. I just forget what he's called. It's not a Nekomata. He turns into a Biju, but like in his like boss form, but like the spirit you get, he's like, it might actually be a Nekomata. He's like a little cat ninja dude. He hangs out with Hattori Hanzo. That's his spirit. Okay. Just name dropping Hattori Hanzo, by the way.
By the way,
it's fine.
Hanzo's in this.
Yeah. He's literally your teacher in this one. It's kind of funny because you play as Ieyasu's grandson, Tokuchiko.
Soki?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I just realized that's him. Yeah, Tokuchio. Yeah.
Okay.
You play as Tokuchio. Yeah. I just realized, oh shit. Yeah, you're Kaijin Nosoki in this one. But the entire thing is like it starts with everything being betrayed as you're about to take over as Shogun, and you get betrayed, so you jump 100 years in the past, and now you're gonna fight Takeda Shingen. When Ieyasu's still like fighting Takeda Shingen. Yeah, there's time travel, by the way.
You're just dropping these fucking bomb names.
Yeah,
And
in the Neo 2 DLC, they introduced time travel, so they just kind of went with it for Neo 3.
Oda shows up, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he shows up in the first two. He's going to show up in this
damn.
one eventually. Because you jump back to like all of this shit. You know what I mean? Like Takeda Shingen's there, Oda's going to show up.
God damn.
He was so in 2, you play as it's another named person. I'll have to look it up. But you end up meeting Oda when he's younger, and then in 1, when you're playing as fucking William, you fight Oda, and then when it's burning down, you fight him again as he's like resurrected as a demon man, and his wife, sister, whatever she is.
No, Lady No. Yeah.
Yes, Lady No is his wife. Is that what it is?
This is his wife. Yeah.
That is his wife. Yeah, you fight Lady No. She's like an ice butterfly demon thing. Like she's Rukia in her Bankai. It's crazy.
Oh, nice.
It's very cool. But yeah, this one they have a samurai and a ninja form, as opposed to you like kind of doing a samurai build or a ninja build. Like you can do a ninja build in the other games, which is how I always played. In this one though, they've put specific weapons with a samurai mode and specific ones with a ninja mode. And there is so you have a katana. For your samurai, it's the same. A lot of the samurai moves have what they've been through the first 2 games. Like it's a lot of the same move sets. Not so much if they were old weapons that got moved to ninja, but I'll get to that in a second. So if you want like classic katana that you've been used to for the first 2 Neos, samurai katana is it. But there's also the ninja sword on the ninja side, which is a single sword, single katana that you wear on your back. But this is a much faster, flurrier kind of style. And instead of, you still have the stance switching that's in Neo. Neo is high, low, medium stance. That's its whole shtick. Instead of that in Ninja, you have a lot more skills that you can use, a lot more techniques, like actual techniques you can bust out. And then you also have ninjutsu, obviously, that you can use, that are kind of crazy and recharge now, which is wild.
Okay.
It's really, really cool. And as of right now, I'm still using the same weapons I've used since the first game, which are Odachi and Kusarigama. Because Kusarigama is fucking cool. And like it's a sad, like it used to be kind of slow. And like the only thing I would use it for in Neo 2 is when I have a problem and it's a human shaped enemy, you can hook them and they like and fall over and you get a free combo. So it was easy. But now you have this crazy like fucking whipping back and forth because there's no high, low, medium stance in Ninja. So you have like a crazy combo. He's flipping around and all this stuff. It's really cool. But you can get like a rider kick. You can get all kinds of cool stuff. It's pretty dope. Yeah. It's pretty dope. I mean, they have 2 different types of fists. Yeah.
Can you use them both?
Yeah.
Can you alternate?
There's one's samurai and one's ninja.
A samurai fist.
So samurai fists are what they were in Neo 2. The high, low, medium stance. I'm still waiting for my moves that I can unlock, which was the Dempsey roll and stuff.
You will not get a muscle buster. I'm sorry.
No, but I had a Dempsey roll and an Azuna drop.
I was about to say you might get an Azuna drop.
There's so far 3 in the fucking moveset, just in the demo. So there's 2 on the ninja side, and I'm pretty sure there's 1 on the samurai side.
Samurai in Azuna drop. That's just a fucking spike power.
Well, that was the move you unlocked from beating the Ninja Gaiden crossover in 2, because you fought one of Ryo's descendants. One of the other Hayabusas. You fought one in the first game too. Like that's what they do because they take place in the same universe.
Right. Hayabusa's in this too, by the way.
Yeah, no, you literally get like an old Hayabusa armor. Like I'm gonna pull up a fucking picture of it right now.
Not only can you punch Shingen Takeda in the nose, but you can also tickle toes with Ryu Hayabusa's ancestors.
Yep. And they added fists because this is the classic one I forgot. So not only could you get fists from him in 2, it was like Joe Hayabusa or some dumb shit like that. It was ridiculous. And
they named him the Jotaro. God damn it, he's a JoJo.
He's a JoJo. So it's literally, I put it in the Tokudon thing. It's literally the old Ninja Gaiden outfit. And then there's another one that's a little more like modern. Here it is.
That's straight up just the OG. Holy shit, man.
Then there's this one as well. That was the more like modernish version that they kind of redid. They remixed.
Damn. Oh, that's sick.
It's cool. So you would get fists. You would get sword. It's always like the one sword because you get the dragon sword.
Yeah.
And then this one had claw. There were claws specifically, but it was fists because like fists and claws were the same weapon in Neo 2. And then you could get I don't know if you remember his like black hole that he fires, the void hole that he could fire in Ninja Gaiden. It was one of the ninpos you can use in Ninja Gaiden. So whenever you use ninpo in Ninja Gaiden and they do this big and he's always doing this like crazy charge up into like he basically fired the fucking Green Ranger like black hole thing out of his chest. He fires that and things just eliminate. You get that as a ninjutsu.
Yeah. Things just die.
Things just fucking die. And that's how you got the Azuna drop. He was a technique drop from that boss, which was just a one-on-one versus the Hayabusa guy. So yeah, I had literally a Dempsey roll and an Azuna drop on my fists in Neo 2, and I did not change weapons afterwards.
Nope. Sounds like that's pretty much your guy.
Yep.
Pretty much.
It was great because he literally like he could slip in and and you just held the button and he kept going until their stamina bar left. You let go, he resets, and you could get the Izuna drop because it was like a grapple thing that you did. So that was it. It was game over. Yeah. Literally, it was Dempsey into gotcha, bitch.
Let's dance.
Yeah. You just lick the fucking side of their neck and
it's always a little.
Yep, that's all it is. So like there's at least 2 or 3 Izuna drops in the main skill list already that I will absolutely unlock. But one thing that I was mentioning because of the Screaming Phoenix Killer is you get dual swords on both Samurai and Ninja, and again they're very different playstyles, but the dual swords on Ninja are really cool, and you get a like spinning Psycho Crusher, like how we put the swords together and just kind of like spun around. You get that as a move in
like a twin blade type of thing. Oh shit!
He just like puts the 2 handles together and holds them together and like spins, but he does it from like it's almost like Rain from Devil May Cry when he shoots down. You just go like straight the fuck down and like barrel downwards. It's pretty sick. So sick. I don't know what weapons I want to use. They also changed the split staff a lot, which is really really cool. You actually split the fucking thing, not just like before where it would like split for a move and he would hold it. Split staff was the staff from Ninja Gaiden, but you could also like separate it and it would like twirl around and do all kinds of crazy shit. Like if you press buttons, it'll like send the ends out and they'll like whip around in circles and stuff. It's crazy. Okay. In this one though, they changed the moveset to where like when you're doing your basic like square combo, he'll separate it and do like a couple like twin club shots with it. It's kind of dope.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So I don't know what weapon I'm going to use at the moment. They're all very, very cool. I'm probably going to like right now I try to stay in Ninja as much as possible because it's the most new stuff, but like Samurai ends up being the problem solver just because I'm used to it. And like, that's my tank, right? Like you can basically switch between tank and dex is what it comes down to. Not stat wise, your stats don't really change.
It feels kind of like the setup that's yeah.
Yeah, but like different weapons, all of the weapons scale with 3 stats. So like you can find weapons that overlap with each other and eventually you'll be able to like set the primary. So like if Kusarigama scales with in this order, like ABC, kind of like how much they scale with it. If it scales with like skill, magic, and strength, and then you have the Odachi that scales with strength, stamina, and skill, or whatever the third one is. You can set it so that like the matching one is your main one. So like you could set the Kusarigama to be strength as A, and then so it would get the most out of your strength. That way you can keep building strength and like weapon scale both of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's sorry. It's very helpful in tailoring whatever you enjoy towards the experience.
Yes, you don't have to like hard choose like these are the 2 stats I want to level up. Like some of them don't scale with some at all, so they don't really have a lot of synergy and it's a little bit harder. But like you also have 2 separate armor sets that you're wearing. So like my samurai right now is wearing the first boss's full set. Because it works well with Odachi, but I don't really use his Odachi right now. I'm using a fucking axe. But it's like you just get stamina up, attack up, all this other shit other than like Odachi techniques up kind of thing. So I was like, fuck it, it's a heavy armor. Just like I'm using a big dumb axe. Like there's literally it's you swipe, and then you do this big like helicopter swing down, and their stamina's gone, and you can just do their grapple. Ninja is like zip, 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 zip. Ninjutsu zip, 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 zip. You know what I mean? Like whatever problem you need to solve is there. It's very, very cool. The demo's out. You guys should check it out. The game's out in a couple days as of this recording. So I will be grabbing that, and we'll probably stream it as well. We'll probably do it on like a Monday night too. The guys all got it too. So yeah, it is very cool. I highly suggest anyone check it out because like it's Neo. It's I don't know if anyone knows this. I know you. I probably mentioned it to you before, but Neo 2 is one of my favorite Souls games ever. It's up there with Bloodborne as my favorite Souls like of all time. It actually goes back and forth a lot.
I mean, it's hard because I've tried to find something that hits as well as Souls or Elden.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like Lies of P. It was fine.
Different. It takes a lot to get into, and like if you're not willing to like, if it's not enough for you to like jump into it enough to where you get used to it, I get it. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing I've what pulls me more to what you're explaining about Neo is the option to convert your preferred playstyle, no matter what.
Yeah.
In Lies of P, you adapt or die. So like
this is a lot more freeform than Lies of P is. Yeah.
Right. So that's kind of what I prefer. Is yes, obviously, if there's XYZ way to do something as efficiently as possible, cool. But I much prefer the option to not rather than have to be pigeonholed.
Like if we had a timeline, right, like a chart, a graph, if you will, of like the freedom to play kind of thing. On one end, you have fucking Sekiro, which is like everyone's gonna play it the same goddamn way because you have one weapon and only so many techniques. And then on the other end, you have I think Elden Ring is probably the most freeform. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yes, Lies of P is definitely more on the Sekiro end of things. This is definitely more towards the Elden Ring side of things. So
yeah, I find myself I need the option to do things my way. Otherwise, I just won't enjoy the game.
And the nice thing is too, like the game is designed in a way that like if you just want to play the samurai style, you can just play the samurai style. Or if you just want to play the ninja style, you can just play like you can active hot switch with like no. You can even set it up to like so there's break counters, which are your fucking big they called it burst counter in the last one. Basically, they do a big dumb like unblockable move, and you can do this burst and you get like a big stamina damage or you get like a free shot, that kind of thing. You can set it up so eventually switching from samurai to ninja or back also counts as your burst counter. So you can switch and do it that way. So you can, there is like they're encouraging you to do both, but they're not discouraging you from just doing one or the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can do stuff, but like you get a burst counter anyway. Like you get it without switching, but you can also switch and do it at the same time.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
No, that sounds. Yep. All right. That sounds like something.
It's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
But
yeah, just let me know. My favorite thing about this game is anyone listening to, just please let me know what weapons that people end up gravitating towards. Because like games like this, it's fascinating what mixes and combinations people come up with. Because like the way I play the game, even if I use the same weapon, it's completely different than how other people play. Like I said, I've always played ninja, so like the ninja side of things is much more appealing to me right now. But like the samurai is still the problem solver as I get my bearings in the game. So.
But I can't get the gun with the wings thing. I can't have that.
Like I said, so there's that's where that all started. So there's spirit, like you have spirit guardians, your little floaty dudes. You guys have probably seen the trailers and stuff. They are still prevalent, still there, but now you have techniques with certain ones. And so, like for example, the Nekomata gave me like a jumping rider kick type technique where you can like zip to the other side and you end in an aerial state. And with ninja, you can do stuff in the air. There's like air combos that you can do a lot better than with samurai in the air. So it's cool. You do like a rider kick and do like a table hop off the enemy. You know what I mean? Like an enemy hop. And you end in the air, like with my Kusarigami, you're just like whipping it back and forth in the air and you can do like a little like flip thing down. There's cool little stuff like that. Like it doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's like maneuvering with the ninja. In samurai, he does like a wind fucking vortex. He does a goddamn wind fucking flurry. He does the Meteor slash. The fucking
God. Frayed blade. Yeah.
He does the frayed blade fucking slash, but this one is wind.
Got it.
So yeah, there's like cool stuff like that. I haven't unlocked in the demo. I've gotten 3 for each. Like samurai and ninja have different ones they can equip. So I've gotten 3 for each, I think. And I don't remember because I haven't switched them yet because you have to like unlock passives and stuff like that. So like I have passives unlocked. I'm just kind of rolling with what I have. I don't know if when you switch, if it switches the technique kind of thing. So I'd have to play around with that. But there's like passive techniques you get just from equipping different guardians. which is pretty cool. So you might get something like the what's the Crucible wings that they added in Elden Ring. Is that what it is? Crucible wings.
Yeah,
you might get something like that with once we get Yatagarasu, because Yatagarasu has been in the other two games. I would be very surprised if it's not in this one too.
Cool. Fuck yeah. That's cool.
So if not, I'm sure there's some other kind of flying bird thing to do it with.
just whatever you like. Just find something.
Because like they already added Naotora Lee, Naomasa's sister, is like the first person you meet.
E.
Yes, yeah. Naotora E. His sister, I think, right? Yeah. Or like adopted sister, whatever the fuck she is. Like Tadakatsu's other kid, essentially. Yeah.
Sure,
the other Lee.
Yeah.
So you meet her first, and she has the fire tiger, which is typically like the fire, like normal tiger. There's also like a Nobunaga usually has a panther, like a black fire panther.
Naturally.
Yep.
Right.
He actually had a peacock in the first one. It was weird, strange, but either way,
that's actually better.
It was kind of cool. He could like his whole thing was like switching elements. It was wild, but it was also two different like eras of Nobunaga. I think that's why too. Like the original was like him and his ambition, like coming up as Nobunaga, and then the one he fought in the first one was like prime in the burning of the castle. Like Akechi just fucking murdered him.
Yeah, Honoji.
Yeah. So obviously two different things, but that might be why it's two different guardians. But yeah, like I already have a fire tiger. Like Naotora had a fire tiger. It's cool. So I'm sure there'll be like stand-ins for those different things, even if it's not specifically Yatagarasu and Magoichi. So yeah, I'll figure it out eventually. But try it out. Like I said, the demo's free. It's a meaty demo too. It's a very meaty demo. Because they went with more of the Elden Ring like open map kind of thing. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, I could get with that.
Yeah, it's cool. Everyone should go check it out because it's free. Nothing wrong with free. Yeah,
I mean that's my favorite price.
It is $3.99 is my favorite price.
It's the most. That's the what about I could afford right around any time ever. So fuck it. Yeah. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna call it there. Guys, definitely thank you for checking us out. Thank you for being patient with us. We're sorry we took our a little bit extra, but we will do the best we can to stay more frequently as long as our bodies don't betray us again.
Yes. We're banking on monthly for this, just so you guys know, just to not like burn ourselves out and stuff again. But then within that month, we'll try to do another Shadow Realm Parlor, so you basically get us every 2 weeks. But this one live will be every month or so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for coming. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Deuces, yo.